starting out with a little dancing. All right. What's going on, everyone? It's Azora Hype here, and I'm really happy to be here back on, is it the Friday night before Game of Thrones this Sunday? Holy crap, everyone! We've survived 18 months without Game of Thrones. It's finally coming back, but tonight we're actually getting together. I guess we're getting together for my 3-year anniversary, but also because of Avengers Endgame is coming around, Game of Thrones Season 8, and the newly released Star Wars trailer that dropped today. Super awesome. So we got 5 people currently on the panel, and we're going to have some awesome other people that are going to be joining us that have been a big part of our community here in Azora Hype and the Hype and Love community. And I think it's fair to introduce my guest. I'm going to introduce my YouTube bestie, Gemma, Secrets of the Citadel. What's going on, Gemma?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me on. Happy YouTubeversary. 3 years. 3 years. It's nearly 3 years to me as well. And I only realized that it was when you said it was for you, because I realized, well, it must be mine soon then, because it wasn't that long. A couple of months, 2-3 months, something like that. But this is about you. This is about you.
No, this is about all. This is about all of us together, honestly. And you know, me and like, it's funny because I messaged Gemma one day and I was like, I like your banner. I'm like, and then we talked, and then I helped her out with her banner, which was shit. Like, I didn't even know what I was doing like 3 years ago.
It was. You sent me the shittest banner ever.
But she still used it. She still used it. Which is...
Thanks. I used it for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, but we'll get into some story time after for sure, everyone. We'll do some chat. But Gemma, you all know her, Secrets of the Citadel. After that, we have the artiste for channel Azora Hype. You may know him as Simon, but he's Simon from Blaze Mango. What's going on, Simon?
Hey everybody, this is Simon Blaze. I'm really excited to be here and hanging out with all of you beautiful people. Let's have some fun.
Are you hitting on me, Simon? Did you just say I'm beautiful?
All the time, man.
And as you can see in the background, we were actually talking about this before stream. Simon has been going to different conventions and they share their art and all of that. So you can check, obviously, that in the link in the description of this video to check out their awesome art. But if you look on Simon behind him, he's got all of his prints set up. So that's pretty awesome. So thanks for joining us tonight, Simon. Next, we have... what does that say? I drink and I geek chat? That's and the JR Rally from Geek Chat.
Yes, I drink and I GeekChat1. It's what I know. And it just so happens that I'm going to go ahead and take a drink out of this handy mug right here.
What? Oh, is that
placement?
Product placement. Shameless plug from JR. So a Geek Chat.
Right, Kyle. Congratulations, man. Thanks for having me on, and congratulations on your 3-year YouTubeversary.
It feels like I'm starting over again because I feel like the first year was really bad, but we're here nonetheless. Yeah, it was bad content. Anyways, thanks, JR. And then yeah, it was, and then we have Helen, Make Mortar, Make Gin, pain in my ass, great again. What's going on? Helen just gave me a shady look. What's going on, Helen?
I literally woke up 5 minutes ago.
We were like, because Helen has to do a drive for her job when she comes back for the weekend. So for her to be here, she like literally drove from her, like it's like a 5-hour drive. So all of you know Helen, she's the best chat troll that we got. I don't know, she's definitely giving Gemma a run for her money. I mean, Gemma's just a regular troll, I guess, on the daily. So I guess we can give Helen the best chat troll award, and you guys all know Helen. So we got a couple of donations before we get into some shout outs. We have Anime Lover. Nicole said happy 3-year anniversary with a bunch of hype and love emojis. I'm loving that. And then we have so thank you very much, Anime Lover, and that's in euros, so that's like $1,000 Canadian, so thank you. And then we have Dark Mother, $66.60. I see where you're going with that. And she says, Midheads love them some Azora Heap. So I really appreciate that. Dark Mother is one of the patrons of the channel, so is Anime Lover, and really appreciate your generosity. That's all going towards Con of Thrones. So Simon said he's going to go get coffee. You're good to go. Or Simon, did you get your coffee yet? Okay, Simon's got his coffee. I've got my coffee. JR's got drinks. Helen's alive. We're all here. We got awesome people in the chat. Should we do some shout outs? And Gemma's got her water. Simon's, I got some whiskey as well, just in case you people in chat decide you want to, you guys want me to have a little fun tonight. I've opened up my schedule for that.
I'm enjoying a delicious local beer.
Ooh.
How is the on what number do we do tequila shots?
You said $22 precisely, right?
25
Oh, damn. Okay, so
Is that European or Canadian?
euros. I don't do Monopoly.
Well, since there's all sorts of different people in different currencies, we'll just say 25. Helen will do a shot. I will also do a shot. JR will also take a drink because we are the ones that are drinking this evening. So that goes across the board.
Well, I'm only having this one beer, so I still have a hockey game tonight and everything else.
Well, me and Helen will then.
Boring.
So we got people in the chat. We got Urtach Altanas, Phil H. We got Anime Lover, of course, Dark Mother, Nicola, Fearless Mermaid, Linda R, Mama Ogre, Chrissy of Allstone, Gemma. Would you like to
sure.
shout some people out?
We've got Courtney Mazza. Hi, Courtney. Clarissa Thompson. Elizabethy 213, the Fearless Mermaid. Hi, Amanda. Bernie L. Dark Mother, Living on a Prayer. Alfonso Starling, Mia Icefire. Phil H. Blackfire, A Song of Hype. Blaze Manga. Hi.
He's on
Rami Das Liva. I've had my first marriage proposal of the stream from Gordon, Ellie Hudson, Robbie Mason, Carson.
The original David Adams, the first ever mod on the channel. David, what's going on? We have there's a bunch of people that were here earlier too that I'm sure are chilling and doing their thing. I know some people don't comment as well, so all of you are awesome. There's just a bunch of really awesome people in chat today. We are going to have a couple more guests, hopefully. George Sartiano, you guys know him. He's been a friend of the channel for quite some time. He's just driving in between work and home. And San Rixian, she actually got stuck at work as well. So we got awesome people here in the panel tonight. Let's kind of get into it. Where should we start? I don't know. I don't know where we start tonight. Do we start with let's start with some Game of Thrones season 8 hype, and we'll do some story time after. And like I said, everybody, thanks for joining. Rick Hoppy, another patron of the channel. I'm drinking the coffee that you sent right now, so awesome. Thank you very much.
But I came for Star Wars. You promised me Star Wars. I mean,
Star Wars.
We could wait till Monday for that, Helen.
Or
trailer.
We can vote in chat, or we can have a vote in chat on what everyone wants to do.
The trailer was so good.
Yeah,
the trailer was good.
Come on, it just dropped. Game of Thrones will happen the next 800 weeks, so let me have my Star Wars moment.
Okay,
I woke up for this.
So chat. We got Star Wars trailer. We got Avengers Endgame, which is coming real soon. And then, of course, we got Game of Thrones season 8, and we got story time. We're gonna do story time a little bit later. Star Wars? Does everybody want Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Oh, damn. Oh, Karen Richmond.
Star Wars.
So we got a donation, everyone. We gotta do the air horn. 1 second, Karen Richmond.
Clogain Bowl.
Clogain Bowl.
Clogain Bowl.
All right, Helen, we're gonna do a drink here. I got my whiskey. You let me know when you got your, and then we're gonna talk about the Star Wars trailer. Let's just get right into it.
What do you want us to Karen? What should I have this whole thingy here? What do you want?
Helen, just take a shot.
And Karen, by the way, says, so this is 28 US. She says equals 25 euros. Karen is one of our patrons of the channel again. I think she's been a patron for like 2 years. Karen, I think has donated more than anyone else. Pretty up there with Maura Lee. Karen, thank you so much. Thank you for being such a huge part of our community. Congratulations, she says, and drink Helen.
Wait, yeah.
Before we talk about Star Wars, has everybody seen the trailer? Can you spoil a trailer? Is that possible?
No, I mean,
trailer, right?
A lot of people from GeekChat1 are here, and I'm pretty sure.
There's like 5 million drops of the trailer onto GeekChat1 today.
That's true.
Everybody started posting it.
Whoever hasn't seen it doesn't deserve to know what happens. So,
or I could, Or we can all watch the trailer together. I can get it and we can screen cap it.
You'll get smashed for copyright.
Yeah, I'll get smashed for copyright though, huh?
Not if we talk over it.
A lot. Like a lot.
Like,
We could, if we talk over it, but lock the camera on you, Kyle, it'll work.
I will voice Palpatine above the whole thing.
That's what we do. That's what we did on Weekend News.
Spoiler alert.
People are saying it's not. People are
It took
saying
me a minute to figure out that Kyle was trying to talk over it last Sunday on Geekend News. It was really funny. I was like, "Oh, that's what he's doing. He's talking over the theme music."
We let's just talk about it. Let's I think most of us have seen the trailer. Let's just talk about it. Helen, are we ready to do this the shot?
No. I would need a second. I need to get up.
Okay, Helen, go take care of that, and we'll start off the Star Wars conversation without you in the meantime.
Oh, what?
So, okay, Simon, let's take a moment and let's look at the Azora Hype art. Let's do that right now. Well, Helen,
okay.
So the channel originally started out as with the name Kyle's Fucking Chickens. My favorite ever scene was Sandor Clegane and Arya in the Inn at the Crossroads, of course. That's my favorite scene, favorite funny scene in the series. And when he drinks Paul Oliver Payne's beer, obviously, and I'll take 2 chickens. I thought it would be really funny if, like, KFC, my initials are KFC, right? And so, Simon, this was the first thing that we came up with for art for the channel.
Yeah. So for this one, we were brainstorming at first, and we decided that we wanted to have Kyle cosplaying as the Hound while eating chicken. So we have Kyle with the burned face on the half of his face burned, like with makeup, and he has some chicken
with the beer.
Yeah, chicken and beer, and he looks cool. I like this one a lot. It was just our first shot at doing like a cartoon version of Kyle or anime version of Kyle.
This is our first collaboration, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's bringing memories, man. It's awesome. And with this one,
this is my favorite one. Well, one of my favorites.
We created the banner, the first banner that you had, I think.
Yeah, man. This is like what? Like this is right before. Oh man, it was. Yeah, that's a long time ago.
A long time ago.
So let's show them the chicken throne, and we'll get to I'll get to your donation, Prince that wasn't promised, in a moment. We'll get to that too.
So the infamous chicken throne.
Chicken throne. I loved the chicken throne. I remember when that came out.
So me and Simon found on Google there was like someone had a Ned Stark Funko Pop, and someone made a chicken throne out of chicken wings and put the Funko Pop like the Ned Stark Funko Pop there. And I'm like, Simon, wouldn't it be hilarious if we like put me on the chicken throne, right? Kind of like. Because I everybody knows I love fried chicken or chicken in general, and I love the Hound, so I thought it would be fun.
Yeah, and at that time it was gonna work with your name, with your old name, so it worked perfectly, in my opinion. And as you can see, we tried to get all the crispiness out of the chicken.
Like, how sick is that, though, everyone? Like, you know what I mean? And then Simon, like after that, it was funny because I was doing a live stream one day, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, if the channel ever grew, would I ever have a problem with like the KFC, like the KFC thing and whatever? And I'm like, I don't know. And I started like at first when I started YouTube, it was just like a hobby, right? My back was hurting, and I didn't ever think that I could become a full-time YouTuber. So we did a live chat one day, and someone said, Kyle, like, I love your attitude. You're the hype that was promised. You're gonna bring us the most hype for like the next few seasons of Game of Thrones. And then everyone was like, I couldn't remember what it was saying. They were, but most people in chat agreed. And then someone said Azora Hype, King in the North, or something like that. And I was like, damn. Then me and Simon talked about it, and I talked about it. People that were close to me, with Gemma and other people, and we thought that the name Azora Hype was a good one, and that's kind of where we went with the channel after that. So
yeah,
Simon,
and in this one you see the hype banners. Because that was part of it, and we wanted to have Kyle on a Stark team outfit this time.
That's John's breastplate from the last season.
Yeah, it is.
Is that flaming chickens falling from the sky? Is that what that is?
I never thought of that, actually.
Maybe
coming just out of the fryer, just flaming hot.
No, it's meant to like represent I don't actually, Simon. What is that? Good question. I can't remember.
It was just something for a dramatic effect, like a raining fireballs, pretty much. But yeah, it can be flaming chicken pieces. That's fine.
I always thought it was reminiscent of the comet.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But I think
actually, we did actually talk about that streaking in the sky. We talked about that streaking in the sky, but then Simon made Hypebringer, so we didn't want like two really big light sources, like the kind of pulling away from each other. So Simon just did the kind of like the mini like meteors as the same color as Hypebringer. So that was. Yeah, spicy nuggets in chat. You guys, I love it. Oh my god, the comments right now.
It's raining chicken nuggets. Yes, flaming chicken nuggets.
So
that's Hypebringer.
That's my business card at the first Con of Thrones, or this. The first Con of Thrones, Simon. That was the one that we made. That was the business card design, right?
I remember when you sent me that.
Simon, you got to talk over so we can. So I don't get.
Oh yeah, no, I said I believe so. Yeah, I remember we worked on a lot of stuff.
And then we came up. Then Simon, me and Simon came up.
Rick Hoppy just made a good point that rebranding your channel was one of the best decisions you made.
You know what? I agree with that comment 100%. Yeah, because we talk about it a lot, me and Kyle. Like, hey, what if I rebrand the channel? And we agree that it was a good decision just because more people will get to see you because of the whole Azora High prophecy.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna get that payoff in this season. That's kind of something that we discussed, like the word Azora High, like it's gonna be revealed if there is an Azora High in season 8. So that was kind of something that we thought about strategically. And we have these conversations. I have these conversations with people. With Helen, we talk about things like I bounce them back and forth, like, "Hey, is this a good idea? No, that sucks. Okay, don't do that." And then obviously Simon being the artist, we don't. Simon, to be honest, I kind of give you guys a first idea and then I'm like, you guys are the artists, right? Like, and Simon and Pedro usually blow me away. Yeah, because we're on the same page. And then Simon, after this was last year's. So usually every like 6 months I get a new piece of art. And then we did this one, which was we like the Avengers theme with the AA. We wanted to do that, and then Hypebringer again.
Yeah, we tried to create a brand new logo, like people will recognize that as soon as they see it, mixing all the Stark elements, the fire, and the Azora Hype, of course. And we came up with this double A with John's sword and the fire going around. I think this one came out really good. I really enjoyed this one, working on this one.
Yeah, for sure.
And you had this banner at Con of Thrones last year.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was awesome. Carol Brown, that was my a birthday gift. That was awesome that she got that done and was super helpful. And because we had our booth together last year, me, you, George, and James, Dust on Throne, James.
Dust on Throne, James.
Yeah. Shout out to James as well. So Simon, we're in chat. We're just reliving some old moments here. We will get to some Star Wars chat and some Game of Thrones chat. But Simon, after this, I was like, the most recent one, you did some work for Gray Area, and then me and Gray got talking, and I was like, oh, now I want new art because I saw all of Gray's art that she got for her patrons, and I'm like, and me being an anime fan, like me and Simon, we grew up on Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that, and I grew up reading comics, so I've always wanted something professional from my channel. We came up with a theory for a theme for this season, and we talked about the hype and love community, and this is kind of how this one came to be, Simon. We talked about how like hype is electric, how it connects, the connectivity of hype, and then love, how it's like also like magnetic in nature, and that's why we went with this theme with the Alpha Wolf. And then we went with the Alpha Wolf and Azora Hype. Yeah,
and we tried to fuse like Game of Thrones with Norse mythology a little bit because you talk about Vikings as well as other stuff. And so we used Fenrir. We did an interpretation of Fenrir, the wolf, like kind of like a totem with electricity, which I think is pretty cool, interesting idea. Using
when you showed me the first draft, I was like, oh, like the markings on his face were very reminiscent of like stuff that they would put on their shields or their armor or tattoos that they would get. So I thought that was really cool. And then you did another one. You did the banner for my Twitter and stuff. You put Stormbreaker.
Oh yeah, we put Stormbreaker. Because it fits and it goes with the Norse mythology, and you're gonna talk about Avengers eventually, so why not?
so that's the art of the channel, kind of a progression for all of you, and you guys just keep on getting better and better. And
thank you.
and it's such a huge part of the channel. You know, I'm kind of I'm kind of a stickler. I want things to look nice, and I want to make sure, you know, like when people come to the channel that they realize that I really care about the look of the channel too. Right?
And while you were showing everybody all of that wonderful art, they have now developed an entire theory that the chicken is actually tofu.
What?
It's vegan chicken.
It's vegan chicken.
Oh,
This theory has been developed continuously for the last few minutes while you've been showing everybody your art.
So we're going to get final notes on that in a second. Thank you, Simon, for organizing that. I completely forgot about that today. So Simon was the one that organized that. And I'm usually the organized one. So, but Helen, we have, so not only do we have Karen Richmond who wants us to drink, we have the Prince That Wasn't Promised. He said, for the bringer of hype, congrats, homie. So we got 2 donations here. We got to take some drinks, Helen. Helen's just like, yeah, I've been ready for this shit. All right. 1, 2.
I've been training for this my whole life.
All right, and we're gonna put some music on while we're drinking, and let's do it. I got some Fireball whiskey and some other whiskey in there, so that one's a. All right, thank you very much for those incredible donations. You guys are crazy already today. But Simon's putting on the Kylo Ren mask, and as promised in chat, you all voted on Star Wars, the Star Wars trailer. You know what? Let's start up with Helen. Helen, you called me literally 2 minutes after the trailer dropped, and you're like, "Oh my God, Kyle! Emperor Palpatine's voice is at the end of the trailer! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!" It didn't sound like that, but similar to that effect.
It sounded very similar to that. But I was driving. Because I do a lot while I'm driving. No police officer is listening here. I chat with Gemma, with you. I drive, whatever. So I was watching the trailer, and I literally, when Lando came on stage, I started.
Hold on to the side of the road.
Yeah. I started crying when Lando came on stage. Couldn't stop crying. Then. At the end, the trailer came on.
Billy D.
When I heard Palpatine's voice, but everybody knows how much I love Palpatine. And literally yesterday in Cantina Bus, I said, I hope this is all a plan of the Emperor, and Snoke was a puppet. And in the end, I heard him laughing, and I literally, I had to stop.
The shot of the Death Star, the broken Death Star. So I think we're got like the way they played it with the trailer, Helen, was Force Ghost Luke, Force Ghost Palpatine advising Kylo, Force Ghost Luke advising Rey.
No,
yeah,
no, I don't think
you
that.
think Palpatine's still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think the Dark Force users can do Force Ghost. I think that's only for Jedi.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a great point. Chad, what do we think about that?
Yeah. So no, he's alive. I mean,
Emperor is back.
Yeah,
Because this goes back into the prequels, right? And the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise. This is where it all emanates from, and this is how the Emperor is coming back again.
Yeah, this has been set up for years.
Yes, this was well thought out.
And just remember that they dropped the information how Anakin was created just literally a few months or a few weeks before this, and they dropped the information that this is canon now, that Anakin was kind of created by the Force, and because Palpatine and Plagueis were fucking with the Force, trying to create or cheat life.
Midichlorians is the term that are used.
So this is why Anakin was born, because the Force reacted, and I'm pretty sure dude found out he is definitely still alive, and then he came on stage, and my heart stopped.
You know what would be really cool, because he got pretty badly hurt, right? What if the parts of the Death Star he like made some sort of mechanical spider body? I don't know why it popped in my mind, but yeah, like
that's like something out of the really awful Wild Wild West. With,
I was gonna say that
with Will Smith. It was awful.
Wild Wild West.
No spider.
West.
No spider bodies,
Wild
man.
Wild West.
Please no.
With Oliver Platt as the bad guy in Wild Wild West, it was so bad.
just trolling everyone so bad. Everyone, let's GeekChat1. Let's just go across the panel here. Helen talked about Pappy. What was your favorite part of the Star Wars trailer? What was? Oh, damn.
George, right on time for Star Wars talk.
We're literally just discussing the Star Wars trailer, and we have Mr. Star Wars himself, George Sartiano. Look at how handsome he is. What's going on, George?
Oh, you know, California traffic, my friends. California traffic.
So let's do an introduction here. We did an introduction in the panel. For those of you who don't know, most of you do. This is George Sartiano, one of our amazing friends of the channel. Me and George have been on many adventures together. We met, in fact, we partied with George R. Martin together. So we've had to share some very special moments together. Brother from another mother, how you doing, man? How goes it?
Working hard, you know, living the dream. I've got like 40-odd different Game of Thrones shirts. I'm gonna try to wear a different one every day while the season's going on.
So JR, I'm gonna switch over to George here since.
Go ahead, man.
So George, get a Star Wars trailer today. We're all gonna discuss our favorite moments of the trailer. What was your favorite moment? We're talking about Star Wars right now.
That's a tough call. It's well, let me start out by saying I think it should be called "There Is Hope." That's the subtitle for this trailer, right? There is hope.
Yeah,
because
Ryan Johnson.
I mean, just throw away the second movie. Like it never had to have happened, and we can just have this one, and
this is a direct sequel to
it'll
that.
Be fine.
Yeah, direct sequel to
I think.
Yeah,
you know, because so the best thing about it was Luke's voice.
And what he said was important, right? This is your fight. You're learning a thousand years of Jedi knowledge is within you. And the rise of Skywalker, we know there's been multiple Skywalkers, but you know, Rey being the main protagonist and Kylo Ren kind of being that antagonist. But in the trailer, I don't know. Helen pointed something out. Could maybe Kylo be fighting the Knights of Ren? That's really interesting.
He clearly is. He clearly is.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that it's the Knights of Ren.
But here's we're jumping into theory crafting, so why not? It's taking place on Yavin 4.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the old Jedi temple. It's actually not on we had a big fight about this at work already. It's not on it's not on, oh crap, what's the name of the planet that the Ewoks live on?
Endor.
No. Endor. It's not Endor. It's not on the moon of Endor. It's on the moon of Yavin.
Yeah, it's Yavin because of the sea. Because of the sea. There's
well, there's a Death Star that could have crashed on both of them. So,
yeah, exactly.
But
it looks like Yavin.
Yeah, it looks like Yavin, and we know that there's a Force link there, and I think that Rey goes there to get trained by Luke's Force ghost, and that's what's going to happen.
It's gonna be so good. This trailer, the consensus online, everybody seems to be that this trailer is instilling hope again, like you said, George, in the franchise. Like, I mean, it just evokes, And J.J. Abrams, listen, I enjoyed Last Jedi. We're not gonna get into the hate too much, but J.J. Abrams know what the hell he's doing. He is
single best
mythology.
Moment, single best moment, Lando.
Oh my God! Yes,
Lando piloting the Millennium Falcon.
I don't care what he's doing.
He was just laughing.
I don't care what he's doing. He could have just been sitting there and gone like, "Hey," and I would have been like, "That's for the win. That's all I needed."
We'll throw it to the rest of the panel. I'm just gonna throw mine out. I love because I think that's Kylo in that ship trying to get at Rey. That was dope when Rey's showing her kind of progression in the Force. JR. Thanks, George. We're gonna. And by the way, I see some people in chat. I thought this was about Game of Thrones. We're talking about everything tonight. You hold your horses. Star Wars, Game of Thrones, Avengers, story time. We're gonna have fun tonight. JR, and San Rixian. We're trying to get to JR, and people keep on popping in.
It's fine. Hey, San Rixian, how are you doing, hon?
You're muted.
Hi, JR. How are you guys?
I'm good.
We're talking about Star Wars right now. Did you see the trailer today?
I did not.
Oh, she's out.
Oh, she got her crown.
Shame.
I'm sorry. I had a very rough week.
Yeah, she's getting ready for Ice and Fire Con, everyone. And I'm not gonna pull the shame button on Sanrixian because she's been putting in work plus drawings and T-shirts and all that sort of stuff.
Oh my goodness, so much work, but it's fun.
So we'll get to Sanrixian in a minute because we've been keeping on jumping on JR's points.
No, go ahead, get Sanrixian.
No. So Sanrixian, a friend of the channel, of course. Let's introduce yourself, San. For those of you that don't know, Sanrixian has been a good friend of the channel, also a myth head on Lucifer for Me's Lightbringers channel. And she's joining us this evening, and we're going to be discussing all sorts of things. But introduce yourself, Sanrixian.
So I'm Sanrixian, as Kyle just so kindly announced for me, also known as Mallory Dorn. And you guys can find me on Twitter. As you probably know, I am the Hand of the Dragon, the other half of the Mythical Astronomy podcast that's not Lucy. So yeah, we do fun stuff. And we're doing a season 8 pregame and postgame, which we've named Nowie. Now our watch is ended. So that's what we're doing.
That's dope. So for those of you that are looking on everyone on the panel, all the links to all of their channels and web pages and Simon's awesome art and George's articles, all of that is in the description of this video. There's like 17 links there. I know it can be a bit confusing, but it's all down there if you want to kind of check everyone out. JR, thanks, Sanrixian. JR, let's get to your Star Wars point, my friend. What was your favorite part of the trailer, man?
The fact that we got it released during Celebration Week, it seems like they keep putting stuff off and not acknowledging the fan base as a whole. We've complained about that a couple of times on Cantina Buzz, talking about, the missteps that Disney's made. I think it was a great move. It was very smart of them to engage in Celebration, and even better that they dropped the trailer on it, and even better that they had Palpatine himself walk out on stage at the conclusion of the trailer. It was fantastic. There's absolutely no doubt that Emperor Palpatine is back in this movie.
For those of you that didn't watch, there was a live stream with like 3 million people watching, comments disabled on YouTube. You better believe that. So they rolled the trailer, and then it ended and he goes, roll it again. And then so Emperor Palpatine was there in person because we heard the laugh at the end of it. But so all the actors left the stage, and then he was there, and then he's like, roll it again. So they watched the trailer a second time, and it was a big shock because his voice is in the trailer, like George stated, along with Luke's. So really, really interesting to kind of see. And, obviously, Peter Mayhew's not playing Chewbacca anymore. His knees aren't that great, but we had 3PO and Lando there, so they're mixing in the young cast with some of the older cast that is still part of the Star Wars franchise. Simon, so thanks for that, JR. Simon, your favorite part of the trailer, man? All of it was gas.
Yeah, all of it was really good, but I'm gonna have to say, my boy Kylo Ren building back the helmet. Rebuilding the helmet, because that tells me that he's going back to his roots a little bit, because he was like a Darth Vader fanboy, so now he's going back to being that. And that little section when he was fighting the Knights of Ren, I think it was more like a friendly fight, because he doesn't look like he wants to hurt them, because he would have used his lightsaber in a deadly way, but he's just kind of like brawling with them. So I don't know what's happening there, but I think that they're just testing him to see if he's still strong or the leader of the Knights of Ren, as he should be. And I really like the direction this movie is going. There's a lot of mystery going on, which I love. I love all the mysteries in the Star Wars universe. So
yeah, but that's JJ can do mystery. That's his thing.
Well, yeah, JJ's been a part of Lost and other shows. He like his thing is mythology, right? And he really understands how to craft a mythology, or if there's a mythology in place, how to express that and get the most out of each character, and go on these incredible adventures and journeys. Because he's really good about understanding the journey too, and not just these endpoints, right? He's really good at expressing that. Gemma, we talked a little bit about the trailer earlier. You thought it was gasoline. What was your favorite part of the trailer?
Well, you left me to last, so I'm not saying anything new at this point. Lando definitely.
Well, you know why I did that, Gemma, is because I usually put you first. So, and
Lando was a fist pump. Palpatine, Darth Sidious was a. So there was, and then Rey at the beginning with her awesome jump with the TIE fighter, that was kind of, so there was a yes, ooh, all in one trailer. It was great. I love your suggested title, George. I told JR, I went straight into the JR, oh my god, the trailer, blah, 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 blah. JR was like, I'm clearly busy right now, and I did not take the hint. I just absolutely spammed him with comments and excitement about this trailer. We've decided, well, I've decided that I'm calling it The Return of the Emperor.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a few appropriate titles that could have been used. Suggestions have been great from you guys. We got a donation from Marvin
Martin.
Marvin Martin, who's a big part of the Thrones community and the Hype and Love community. Marvin Martin says, and thank you for the donation, friend. Check Last Jedi HISH thoughts on Race Past. So I don't know what the Hishi stands for. It's some sort of anagram. If you can clarify that for me, Marvin. Thoughts on Race Past. So
How
Gemma,
it should have ended.
How it should have ended. So Gemma, we chatted about this earlier, or sorry, me and Helen chatted about this earlier.
I don't remember this.
so I chatted with Helen about this earlier. The fact that Leia and Han had, and Leia being on the light side, having a dark side baby, right? So the dark side and the Force, the dark side is the balanced baby. And then we have Kira and Han, who could possibly, if they want to retcon Last Jedi, could possibly be Rey's parents if they want to do that, having a light side baby with Kira being on the dark side of the spectrum. I think that's where they're going to go with it, but I could be wrong with it. But I don't know. Panel, let's talk about this, because this is it's Sanrixian. Sanrixian has thoughts on Rey. Sanrixian, jump in on this.
I totally wanted Rey to be Ben Kenobi's kid.
Yeah, same. Oh my
that
god.
would have been incredible. It would have explained the accent.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even need to do it. Like, I'm a huge, like, I played the Star Wars MO, RPG and Old Republic and stuff. So I
I love Old Republic.
So
that's what Dan and Dave from Thrones are going to be doing. They're going to be focusing on those. So that's going to be gas, because they want to do Star Wars meets Lord of the Rings meets Game of Thrones, and I think that storyline for that is perfect. Sorry, go ahead, George.
Kylo is a Skywalker.
Say that again.
Yeah, George, you're getting really choppy.
You want to jump back out, George, and jump back in? It'll probably fix the bandwidth issues. Sanrixian, go ahead though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's gone.
He hasn't moved once since I popped in. Was he on video before?
Yes, he was.
Anyways, George is going to fix that for us. Sanrixian, you want to expand on that?
That was my like super. So I'm really bad with Star Wars lore names, so you guys are gonna have to help me out. But
so like, Helen, don't worry.
But hey, I know kind of what I'm talking about a little bit. But there's the Sith who falls in love with the Jedi. That is in like the older
Revan.
Thank you.
Revan.
Yeah, that would have been great for a predecessor for Kylo and Rey. Like, I totally want them to bone. I don't know how this panned out.
You guys realize
I lived for that like finger touch in the last.
That is so not what I thought you were going to say, Mallory.
What did you think I was going to say?
I don't even know where you were going.
So there are fan theories. There are even fan theories out there that impregnated her, and this is why we have a 2-year time jump. So she has this Force baby. This Force baby.
Yes, the Force baby.
My God, please.
I'm here for it.
Salty dog.
Hot potato.
So it was literally a finger bang. Is that what we're saying?
Oh my God.
Yep.
That's amazing.
You guys realize.
Oh, Salty Dog just said it,
I'm tempted to boot you off the panel for this.
What?
Okay. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Why can't I like Kylo Ren, man? He's an attractive man.
There is a lot of Reylo shippers on there. That's why I try to avoid Twitter.
Don't go to Tumblr. Just straight up.
Posting Force Baby Jesus now. Hashtag Force Baby Jesus.
Yeah, chat. Rest of the panel, what do we think? So
insult me. Give me your hot takes. Come at me, if you will.
Look,
so chat.
I will, because you guys realize that it's about Kylo. Kylo's a freaking Skywalker, people.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Kylo is going to find balance in the
It's
Force?
about Kylo.
So
It's the
Kylo,
rise of
He's
Kylo.
technically a
It's about-
solo with Skywalker blood, but
both.
I don't know if it's just about him.
So
it could be
Kylo-
about Rey too.
So Kylo is going to end up helping Rey in the end?
Yeah.
They will
Yeah.
team up because
Yeah.
there will be a bigger bad evil guy.
Because
whatever.
I actually see Rey and Poe Dameron hitting it off as far as like love connection.
No.
Kylo and Rey, and they will team up.
No, it's Poe and Finn, man.
Yeah.
It could be
It's
that.
been from day one. I love this panel, by the way.
Oh yeah.
So we all really agree that at the end, Kylo and Rey are gonna have to get together to fix whatever the fuck and make the great Jedi, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
Okay,
the father and the son and the daughter story. This is literally what it's about. Like
And
the balance of the Force.
But
That will mirror the first 3 episodes, episode 1, 2, and 3, with Anakin and Padme, if they do Kylo and Rey.
But it also plays nicely into the original trilogy too, because then you have Skywalker being responsible for resetting the balance in the Force, right? Which is what Darth Vader did when he threw the Emperor down the shaft. He was what brought balance to the Force.
And we have the original the Emperor Darth Sidious thing where who is Anakin's mother's name? I can't remember. Shmi. So she gets what's it called? You told me this, Helen, and I agree with it. Palpatine screwing with the Force, trying to he's trying to get another body to live forever somehow. You talked about the Clone Wars and stuff like that.
Yep.
And Palpatine trying to avoid death, and Darth Plagueis taught him about kind of that perversion of trying to live forever, right? And that's part of the dark side of the Force, right? So that is, and then we know
that's what Vischer did in the Old Republic, what Sanrixian was talking about, like the old Emperor.
Yes.
Gemma, your thoughts on it? Because Emperor Palpatine's had such a huge, I mean, he basically created the Skywalkers, right? And his voice is in the trailer. So there's a conclusion to this, right?
Well, it's coming full circle, isn't it? I mean, he kind of started the whole thing. He's had a presence from the very, I mean, it depends on which order. My order is New Hope starts first for me. But yeah, if you sort of do it chronologically, he's had a hand from day one, and I'm with Helen completely. Basically, I can't really add to it because I'm completely in agreement. It's to do. We've had hints have been dropped. I'm just repeating what you guys have said because you again you left me to last, so you've covered it.
So Star Wars trailer, pretty awesome. I see a lot of you asking for a throne season 8.
I'll make the segue for that. Do we think the Emperor is really actually looking for a Hodor to warg so that he can remain young again? Is that what the Emperor's goal is?
Yes, that was Snoke.
And is Rey and Kylo are Azor Ahai?
Together they become Azor Ahai Star Wars.
They do.
Okay, and best theory in the chat, Gordon Moore, Jar Jar Binks is a direct descendant of the Night King. Check the paintings on the wall of Dragon.
I think that's where we got to end it with the Star Wars stuff because I don't think we can top that. That is just
end on Jar Jar Binks is descended from the Night King. That's it. That's good.
That's good
I'm
enough.
Draw that later.
Chat. So we're open to a bunch of topics today. Like I said, you voted for Star Wars first, but I also see some awesome Thrones questions in chat. So really we're kind of just going with the flow, and we're here to kind of just hang out and answer questions and just kind of create a go with the flow type of deal. So questions from the chat, whether it's Star Wars or Game of Thrones or Avengers Endgame, it's all mixed up today. We're not doing just one thing. Or unless anybody on the panel
can I just ask, is George doing that thing where he's being really still again, or has he froze?
I think he froze. I'm trying to get him to adjust his bandwidth, but
he's
I
back.
don't know.
He's back.
George, are you there?
He is back. He's very still.
He's not moving.
There's something wrong with my connection.
Yeah.
I'm more.
George is working on it, so we will get George's hot takes when he gets that fixed. So I see a lot of people in chat.
Stay with us, George.
Wanting to talk about Thrones. Let's start with Gemma. We did our stream we did a stream on Wednesday. We've talked about it's been 18 months that we've been talking about all sorts of A Song of Ice and Fire.
595 days, but who's counting?
So obviously you are, Gemma.
Who's counting?
So let's go with some. So the other day they were saying that there's going to be Dan and Dave specifically said that there's going to be another Red Wedding type moment. Doesn't necessarily mean it will be like the Red Wedding betrayal, but moments that are as shocking as the Red Wedding. And we know that Game of Thrones season 8 is going to go with the bang. There's going to be several big deaths. But if there is another Red Wedding moment, what is that to you? What is the Red Wedding moment of Game of Thrones season 8?
I mean, it's really difficult to call that one because obviously for anybody who watched the Red Wedding without having prior knowledge from the books or the Hodor reveal was mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. So the whole point of these WTF moments is that they are unexpected and shocking, right? So, it's difficult to call, but I did say a few weeks ago, and everyone who was on the panel then agreed with me, that it would be a waste if they say they're going to kill several of these main characters, which is on the cards, let's face it. It would be almost a waste to do that at intervals and spread that out. What's going to really have the most impact is if they do it all in the space of like 5 minutes, 2 minutes, like dead, and it'll
Jorah,
just leave
Grey Worm, Miss
what
Conde,
just
like
happened.
Battle
Exactly.
Winterfell. Yeah, Battle Winterfell.
So that would be we would jump on a live stream and it would be 10 minutes of us with jaw-dropping silence. So like, what can we say to this?
So Gemma, we got a couple donations before we gotta get the music going here for a sec because I know a lot of you have been asking me to dance a little bit more. Jaw Girl, I think is like $100 Canadian. Happy YouTubeversary, thank you. And then Ellie Hudson, I am loving this conversation, Kyle. Thank you for being our hype bringer.
I nearly got into that then. Towards the end, I could feel my shoulders going. Nearly. Maybe next time.
I thought you were gonna, after doing this, I thought you were gonna do like a big middle finger.
This one.
That's actually what I thought she was doing too, Kyle. I'm with you.
Because she did that before the stream to me and JR because Claire Gray and Catherine Cronall did her nails in Hype and Love for Wednesday, and then they did them in Geek Chat 1. Gemma's like, look at my nails, and then JR's like, did you see the Geek Chat 1 nails? So we were like ignoring Gemma, what she was trying to say. And Prince that wasn't promised, thank you. I'll take a sip for that for the $2 donos there.
Thank you, George.
Are you guys reading the chat right now? Because it's just great.
It's hilarious.
It's freaking.
The chat is absolutely on fire tonight.
Simon from Blaze Manga. So if there is a Red Wedding type moment in Game of Thrones season 8, to you, what would that be?
I have an idea. I'll go Simon.
We're
gonna go across.
If we are gonna do a wedding, it will be Jon and Daenerys' wedding, and it will be like Cersei's revenge or something.
Oh,
if we get something like that, and it will be like in the.
It doesn't have to be a wedding, Simon. It just means a shocking moment.
Oh, like a shocking moment.
Yeah. On Red Wedding level of shock.
Yeah, well, Simon might not be wrong, right? Euron and Cersei getting married, and then the Red Wedding music comes up, and when the Rains of Castamere, Cersei's getting stabbed in the stomach.
That could be too. That would be great. But in regards of shocking moments, I will say if we get a battle in Winterfell, we probably will. Just that battle, I expect a lot of characters to die in that one, and I expect Winterfell to fall, I guess.
I think Daenerys and Jon are going to lose their whole army, and I think they're going to have to fly out.
Dothraki and everything.
I think they're going to lose the whole army, and I think what's going to happen is they're going to have to go try to get the Golden Company to turn on Cersei. I think that's how bad it's going to be. They're going to get decimated.
So how are we going to defeat the Night King?
Good question. Sanrixian, can you tell us?
Are we going to defeat the Night King? Shit, lay it on my lap.
With art,
but also get the same question to you, Simon. Good call. Battle of Winterfell seems to be the popular choice here. Red Wedding type moment. Game of Thrones.
Okay. Yeah. I think Dany is gonna get raised by the Night King. And I think that's gonna fucking hurt bad. So It's a nice day for a white wedding.
It's a nice day for a white wedding.
Yeah, wedding.
What? Yeah, white.
WIGHT white.
White wedding.
White.
You know what's really interesting is we talked about this on the panel that Lucy Fermi's Lightbringer had last Sunday about the idea of Daenerys not fully turning and then helping kill the Night King. I thought, who was it? Bronn Sterries that had that one?
Sterries, yeah.
Yes. So Bronn Sterries talked about the Night King raising Daenerys, but because she's the unburnt in her blood, the Night King can't fully turn her, and she helps Jon kill the Night King. Oh, that would be crazy. That would be like,
yeah, that would be great.
But then Daenerys has to get killed, like Mercy killed, because she's turning. Like Jon would be conflicted about that. I don't know. That's pretty crazy.
Because the only thing like we know was whatever Amelia Clark said on whatever that EW Entertainment Weekly article, something about like how she was just stunned at Daenerys's death. So I think we're gonna get hit like multiple times. I don't think.
Well, she didn't say death, did she? She didn't specify death. It was
the end of her character. Or something
the end
like
of her
that.
character arc.
Yeah, her character's arc. There was it was like a really clickbaity title, but I still clicked it and read it.
It's so crazy.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
I want to believe that George R. R. Martin's original outline, like most of those characters survive, but like I don't know, like one of them, I could see Bran or Daenerys going out of that. Like Jon, Arya, Bran, Daenerys, and Tyrion were supposed to the 5 original characters that are supposed to survive the series, but I don't know. It's like George has had a lot of time to change his mind.
Well, I think he definitely has changed his mind at this point. And there's like no arguing that the show at this point has influence on his writing because it fits with his Gardner type writing style, which I think Lucy was talking about last night on his live stream. He was like, you know, he's probably gone back and seen how people have reacted to things and picked and chose. And he was specifically talking about the possibility of retconning Alyssa Farman to be Quaithe, which would be awesome in my opinion. But if you think about it, like, Gemma, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think there's and he's said that he's made changes the other way because of the show as well, hasn't he? That he's seen certain things and that was perhaps where he was going, and he's seen that he didn't really think it worked on the show, so he's going to go completely the other direction. He spoke, he didn't name the character, but he said he was talking about a character that was show dead, and he said he's planning on taking this particular character in a very interesting and differing direction. I'm pretty sure he was talking about Littlefinger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about Stannis.
I was thinking Stannis, too.
Possibly Stannis, yeah. Or maybe both, you know.
George dresses up as since we got George back. George, I'm going to ask you the question just in case we get another connection issue. Red Wedding type moment, season 8 for you. What would a representation of that be for you? Like
of what?
Like the big, like if there's a moment that's like the Red Wedding, not necessarily a wedding, but as shocking as the Red Wedding in season 8. Dan and Dave mentioned that there's multiple moments like this. What would that be for you?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, I mean, I'm prepared for everybody to die. I've had 2 years to think about it.
Oh man, Simon, you want? Sorry, go ahead, George.
No, I mean, what could really? I mean, if we suddenly saw like Gilly get slaughtered, that might bother me because why would that? I mean, that's just stupid, you know.
So like a main character you thought was safe, just getting like absolutely like dustified.
I mean, there's so many scenarios in which every single one of them can die, Kyle. I mean, yeah. So how many times have we died? Like, yep, you know,
we literally went over every single scenario for every single character. Like,
so you know, they could all end up on the Iron Throne. They could all end up dead. And I'm like, okay, we'll just have a, you know, on Geek Chat, I put up the Deadpool, and I'm just waiting for people to enter it. Put up your list of who lives and who dies, and we'll see who gets it the most right in the end. You know,
we're gonna get to Helen in a second here. Simon and Gemma wanted to jump on Littlefinger for a sec. A Littlefinger comment. Go ahead.
Yeah, Simon said we've got that we have a lot going on when we do live streams. We have your chat, obviously, but we have our own.
We'll get to as much as possible.
We have our own private chat as well. And Simon said, "I want to know more about your Littlefinger thoughts, Gemma." And I've said, "I can do that. I'll be super quick." I did a video on this, and I actually had a chat with JR about this a few days ago. Littlefinger, I think he will die, and I think his demise will come at the hands of Sansa in some way, shape, or form. But it's not going to happen the way we saw in the show. That's just not Littlefinger. I think the moment that it comes and the moment that he realizes that it was Sansa that did it, he won't be on his knees begging and sobbing and pleading. He will be smiling because he will be taking personal pride in his creation, that he's done this, that he has created more of a monster in Sansa Stark than he has in himself. So even in his dying breath, he'll be taking the credit, you know, because that's Littlefinger all over. So yeah, he will not be on his knees.
A lot of people like Littlefinger as a dark horse Iron Throne candidate. There's a pretty good chance if Jon and Daenerys don't make it to the end that Sansa is that person that gets power, right?
You know,
so that is interesting.
We still don't know that Littlefinger's actually dead.
Oh,
come on!
That theory is
He's a faceless man.
I can't with that one, man.
Don't
even get into the Arya's the Wave shit. I will get triggered as
you brought it up for me. I didn't even have to.
Can I just respond to the prince that wasn't promised?
We're getting to the donations in a second. Thank you.
No, Gemma, sorry, he doesn't care about Sansa. He only cares about himself. That's literally what I just said.
All right. So we got we're gonna get to Helen here, and then we're gonna get to the donations in just a second. I see a bunch of them. Thank you so much, Helen. Red wedding type of scenario in season 8, something that would just be absolutely shocking to you and shocking for the audience.
Tyrion betraying Dany. It will happen.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people that have been talking about this one. It's I don't know, like that would suck.
They have been talking so much. I know, but they've been talking so much about family. They set it up. I'm not saying this will happen in the books. I'm saying this will happen in the show. It was set up in the show.
Yeah, it is concerning. Like the decisions that Tyrion's been making over especially in the show. I think it would obviously go different in the books, but it's concerning the kind of route that Tyrion's going on, and obviously the conversation that Cersei and he had. There's a lot of people speculating on that, and you love Cersei, so that's a thing. Let's get to some donations.
And when the dragons will die.
Yes,
like oh my god,
they have to.
See, I'm actually of the thought that one of the dragons will survive and melt down the Iron Throne with Jon.
We're talking about dragons.
We'll get to Sandry in a second. We're gonna talk about dragons. That seems like a good. Phil H. Panel drink. We got 3 donations. I got a shout out here. So everyone that has a beverage, we're gonna drink here.
One. Be right back.
Karen Richmond says Arya challenges the Night King to a dance-off and uses interpretive dance to subdue him. He returns to the lands of Always Winter, shamed by his poor dance performance.
So is it like
Star-Lord and Ronan?
Yeah.
He's like, Arya's like, duh, duh. Also connecting to that, Marvin Martin says Ghost becomes a white. Oh, yeah. I mean, Gemma, who wants to jump on this? Sam Rixie and JR? JR, do you want this Ghost turn into a white during the battle?
Ghost White is hilarious. Just saying it is hilarious. Ghost White. The irony of it is hilarious. But yeah, no. Is it going to happen? No, it won't.
That would be too much.
Oh, Marvin Martin has another one. Thank you for the donation.
Well, I'm drinking now. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Drink. And Marvin?
Donation.
Gemma loves my dancing so much. Look at her face. She loves the dancing.
Move, Gemma, move.
Thank you again.
I would, but I don't want to embarrass you all because I did use the ball dance instructor. So
yes, Gemma is the best rapper and the best dancer that ever existed. Just ask her; she will tell you.
You know what, Gemma? I'm challenging you at Con of Thrones to a dance-off.
Oh, you don't know what you're getting into, my man.
Chat, you heard it here right now. I'm not even wasted. I'm challenging Gemma to dance off.
Yeah, clearly, Kyle.
And you know what? I'm going to bring the soundboard as one of my props.
God. Yes! She will make it. That soundboard will die in the pool, 100%.
Please bring the soundboard because I want to put it
She's gonna break the soundboard at Con of Thrones. We got another donation here. San Rixian wants to talk about dragons, and then we'll so Living on a Prayer says, could Euron Greyjoy be usurped by the Golden Company? Congratulations, Kyle, on your 3-year YouTubeversary. Thank you so much. I mentioned the Golden Company possibly being one of the last keys, because if the Army of the Dead beats Winterfell, which is going to happen, takes Winterfell, and then they retreat to Dragonstone and then maybe King's Landing, I could see a scenario where Jon tries to treaty with Cersei, saying like, listen, we just got decimated by the Night King. You didn't come help us. And then the Golden Company hears about that, and they might be like, well, I'm Aegon Targaryen now, help the fuck out. San Rixian, what are your thoughts on this?
Step the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much am behind you. I don't know. I'm secretly hoping that we get the Griffin and we get Jon Con, only because I have a cat that's named Jon Con. And I want him to be able to hear his name, because Beric and Rhaegar and Lyanna have all heard their names on the TV, but poor Griff hasn't. So that's my secret hope. And also Gemma did this really awesome video where she like went in and photoshopped everything for me, so I didn't have to, the day after the trailer dropped. And I was like, oh, my queen, thank you. And she...
Misa.
What?
I don't know.
I've never heard
Cal is
that
broke.
I'm sorry.
Cal is broken.
I'm broken, everyone.
He just went into Jar Jar Binks mode.
Yeah.
Was that not what everybody else heard?
Everyone, the professionality of the stream has just started to go downhill per usual. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ruined the stream. Never forget. I'm sorry, Kyle, on your big
All
hyperversary.
by myself.
Oh God.
I love singing.
right.
JR says no. Karen Richmond, by the way, because you mentioned the dance off, that's why I challenged Gemma. It was for you. I thought that would be appropriate.
To a rap off?
No, to a dance off.
He
there
knows
been rap
either, so
involved?
it's irrelevant.
And you know what song it has to be? What's the song that Star-Lord loves? That he talks about.
He loves a lot of songs.
No, but what's the main one?
He has 2 mixtapes, man. Get
Yeah.
off the back.
Yeah, there's a lot of songs on 2 mixtapes.
Patrick
Yeah.
Swayze, the one with Patrick Swayze, the Roadhouse one.
You Had the Time of Your Life.
I don't know.
Nobody puts Cal in a corner.
Nobody puts Kyle in the corner.
You've got the touch from the Transformers movie.
Anyways, Karen, you pick a song or something, because this isn't going well. We got another donation for the dance-off. Oh my, this is going to get out of control. Melissa B, happy YouTubeversary. Thank you very much. I'll take a sip here. Footloose. Oh, Footloose. Footloose, Gemma.
That's not Patrick Swayze
How
at
do
all.
you mix up Kevin Bacon and Patrick Swayze?
I don't care. It is.
I've done it. I legitimately didn't know Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey were 2 separate people until True Detective.
Dirty Dancing. I get all these movies mixed up. I don't know all these
True
other old
fact
movies.
about me. Okay, Kyle, I'm with you on this. I don't know people's names.
Like, these movies are like, I can't remember this shit. I'm like 40.
I know all the Targaryens. I can't remember.
Like 40. The fuck.
Yeah, like Helen's like 73, so she can't remember anything. But
True, but
chat, I hope you're enjoying this, because it's just
Wow.
So the panel. Ghost gets turned into a white. Let's get a quick lightning round from everyone. Gemma.
Ghost gets turned into a jacket. Not a white.
lightning rounds. I don't understand them. I hate lightning rounds.
Okay, so nobody wants to see Ghost die. Look, there we go.
I
Martin,
don't care one way or the other, to be honest. The
I think
Wolves
it's
have
gonna
been like
happen.
the low point of the series.
Dragons and the Wolves are going to die, probably. I think we're...
Did you see what Danny was wearing? I'm with George. He gets turned into a jacket. It's obvious.
That's what I said. I said that like 2 weeks ago. Someone put up a picture and it's like, what's John looking at? And I'm like, he's looking at the fact that Danny turned Ghost into a coat.
George, this is for you.
Shame.
Shame, George. And everybody in the chat, hashtag free Ghost, okay? We want Ghost to live. 80% casualty rate. Oh my god. Let's get into some more questions. Panel. Did anybody on the panel have a question that they wanted to?
I was going to address one in the chat because everybody's talking about the Golden Company and what's going to happen. And this is one that I've been touting for a while, is the Golden 66 theory. So there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that the Golden Company is going to turn on Cersei. And so I started calling that theory the Golden 66, Order 66 from Star Wars. Another tie back into it for today. Look at that. But yeah, no, there's absolutely no doubt that the Golden Company is going to flip on Cersei.
I think it's going to happen after Jon visits Cersei and they're like, you got to evacuate King's Landing. And like, because I think that if they get defeated at Winterfell, what are they going to do? Like, I mean, Cersei controls King's Landing. She's got the biggest army. And if their army gets decimated, then they're going to need help. But Cersei's obviously not going to comply, right? She's going to be mad queen.
It's going to be just like that moment in Braveheart, guys. I mean, where where they both armies run across the field and they just get there. That's what's going to happen with the Golden Company. And it's going to be like, what's his name at the head of it? The guy whose actor changed.
Dario?
Yeah, Dario Naharis.
Yeah. Dario. I heard this year he's getting replaced with R. Kelly.
Oh God.
No, but
it's
that's
Golden something, right? I thought that was
JR.
Shame.
I've never had to shame JR yet. This is the first time. Oh God.
That was funny.
Wow, inappropriate. Oh damn, we got two more here. Carson, first of her name. Here's a good one. Let's each give one character you're certain of. Carson, first of her name, says, "Who do you think will be alive at the end of the show? Love you guys." I'll take a drink for that. Who wants to go first on this one? Simon, we haven't heard you in a bit. Let's chat with you, man. Who do you think survives the end?
Tyrion probably. He probably survives. Arya might make it. Depends on where her story arc goes. Sansa, she's probably gonna see in the Iron Throne if there's an Iron Throne left. Everybody else dies.
Okay, so Simon has a main three there, mostly women, which is interesting. Let's go with Helen. Helen's laughing, so let's go with her.
Cersei.
Oh, Helen. Okay, next, George. Who survives?
Sam.
Sam will Tarly, Sansa. Okay, George says Sam. JR?
Normally here I would say like baby Sam just as a safe bet, but I don't necessarily believe that to be true right now. I think baby Sam plays a part in what's going on with the Night's King because he's a stolen brother of Craster's army, or the White's army that Craster helped field out of his trousers, much like Walder Frey.
JR's on point tonight with the innuendos.
There's no innuendo involved there.
I
want Bronn to get his castle.
Okay, Bronn. Gemma?
Sam, Tyrion, Sansa, Missandei, and Davos.
Oh, Davos. Yeah, that's a good one. Sanrixian?
Sansa, Arya, Jon, but not in a good way.
Oh, damn.
Jon's already dead. He's a freaking Firewhite.
Yeah, he's gonna re-die.
Guys, he's gonna melt down the Iron Throne. I'm telling all of you. Okay, it's gonna.
No, that's gonna happen. That's definitely gonna happen.
Jon is gonna return to the North with a baby that he and Daenerys are gonna have, and he's gonna be in the exact same position as Ned. That's what I'm thinking.
I think that water boy will survive. The Dickless water boy.
That didn't work out well for the butcher's boy.
Oh, chat. What do we think? What do we think?
Nobody said Jaime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Jaime is dead.
Actually, you know what? I got one more video before Game of Thrones Season 8 starts. I'm dropping it on Sunday night. And I seriously am starting to think more and more that Jaime Lannister is Azor Ahai. And I'm going to drop this video on Sunday night. I'm going to explain why. And I'm going to explain why Jaime is Azor Ahai and Jon Snow is the prince that was promised. And you'll all see in the video on Sunday night.
Separate characters. Interesting.
And they have a very similar story, but I think you'll understand why when I present the video. Some will disagree, which is fine. But yeah, I actually, and I think that Jaime's going to die. So kind of spoiling a little bit of the end. But
what does Azor Ahai actually mean in Valyrian? The golden hand.
Action Ondos. It's only one letter change. And Jamie's always described as golden and beautiful in the books and stuff like that.
And the golden
and the
now
Valonqar prophecy with him and Cersei is very interesting. So I think that, you know, there's something there. But in relation to what, you know, why not Jamie?
So you're saying Jamie's gonna kill Cersei?
Oh, yeah, I'm certain of that. In some way, whether it's Arya's face or
well, is he
probably Arya, to be honest.
Is he gonna forge a sword when he does it?
I don't know. Guys, I can't tell everything I'm gonna say. I'm being a tease. I can't do it. We got another donation that I have to shout out here. Actually, we'll come back to Jamie Lannister as the topic here in a second. I got to shout out this other donation. Ian Butler Smith. Hey, Azora Hype and gang, thanks for the amazing content. Thank you.
Give him a level up. Soundboard. I missed the soundboard.
Oh, damn. I forgot the level up in this one.
Oh, wow.
Actually, you know, for San Rixian, we can do this. The Clicking So that one was awesome because everyone actually did it at the same time.
Except Gemma.
Gemma will never do that.
What are your thoughts on Clegane Bowl?
Yeah, so we can talk about Clegane Bowl. We can talk about Jamie.
No, Clegane Bowl's just going to happen. I mean, it's
better.
Okay, George, thoughts on that? Does the Hound survive it? Sandor survive it?
He wins because he's going to burn his brother. I mean, that's it. With all the stuff that's going on, all the theory crafting we've been doing for the last few years, and all the talking and all the figuring and everything else, every time when you do the math and break it down, George R. R. Martin hasn't fooled us. He's put it right on the page every time.
So echoes, mirroring, similar things happening, repeatable events. Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what he says. Winterfell is going to be where winter fell. You know, Heartsbane is going to get stuck in someone's heart.
Thank you. Thank you, George.
George, can we do a Clegane Bowl together for old times? Can I do this? Clegane Bowl. Okay.
No, so I mean, since his brother's now a deadling or whatever you want to call
science
him,
white.
Science white.
He's going to get burned, just like the Frankenstein monster was afraid of fire. It's the same thing. It's going to come back.
That's actually how I think Viserion dies. I think Drogon melts his face.
Oh yeah, I'd be willing to bet on that too.
Because Khal Drogo killing Viserys, like that happening. Dragons. Helen.
Sorry, I mean, all this has been plotted out. George R. R. Martin has it all done, and at the end, when we do a final show, and we get to look back at all the points that map out like that, y'all see I'm 100% right.
George is calling shots. Gemma, thoughts on the Clegane Bowl? We talked about this a bunch of times.
Yeah, I'm really on board with the zombie bowl theory that the Hound will die and Beric will use his final kiss to resurrect the Hound, so the Hound can go back and it will be zombie bowl because they will both be dead.
Oh. That arc in the show is so interesting. I know George has stated that he doesn't like that Lady Stoneheart is in the show, but I changed my mind about that. I love the Beric arc in the show. I think it's awesome.
Beric is hot.
Yes.
He's just his voice and his lines are awesome.
That rich gravy voice. Yeah.
The missing the one eye thing.
We don't want me to do any more voice impersonations, so I got to get to Helen.
No, we
here.
don't.
Helen.
The funny thing with the Beric character, though, is how much he gets to egg on Sandor during all of season 7, right? Like, all of his dialogue is basically telling him that the Lord of Light is going to save him. I mean, Pedrick Dondarrion couldn't foreshadow the fact that he's going to save the Hound from death more than what they did. It was a bit on the nose.
Yeah, they pretty much smashed us over the head with foreshadowing as far as
it's going to be John. It's going to be John.
Oh, shit. No.
John's going to die again. John's going to die again. He's going to be all pissed when he gets rebrought to life. He's going to say, "Why? I told you not to do it." And they're going to say, "It's not up to you, Jon Snow."
And then he's Azor Ahai.
It's up to other people.
Helen, Clegane Bowl, you excited for that?
I'm a lion. I don't care about dogs.
Okay.
She doesn't care
Helen,
about
you are
water
getting
people
this.
either.
You're getting this close, Helen, from getting
Those
timed
dog
out.
people.
Penalty box.
I'm lion people. Can somebody please print this shirt? I mean, I really need this shirt.
I have to
And
figure out a
lion
way to-
lion people
If
don't
only
do
you knew somebody who does that now, Helen.
yeah, lion people don't do water people. Please get me that Cersei versus Euron shirt.
For anyone that didn't see that stream, Helen says, "I don't give a fuck about the water people," when in reference to the Greyjoys. So
It
My
was
saucy
hilarious.
lion wife.
okay, that's just
okay. That raises a good one that I don't think we've ever asked. Go around and I want to hear everybody say the house they absolutely care the least about. Like, cut out the book. Like, you wouldn't even care. No one.
Okay.
We never talked about that. Like.
okay. Let's do
And
that.
you can repeat. Like if everybody says the Greyjoys and everybody says the Greyjoys, it's fine. I'm just interested.
Danelle, thank you for the donation. Says hit the like button or have to eat every fucking chicken in this place. Thank you very much. Happy YouTubeversary. I appreciate the donation. Okay, well let's Simon.
Yes, please. Okay.
Oh God, here we go.
I have some thoughts on Clegane and I have some thoughts on the Hound. So let's go with the Hound first. So I was rewatching this past season with my brother, and he gave me this awesome idea or theory. He never does that. Emmanuel, Kyle, and he's like, you know what? I think the Hound is gonna become a priest, and he's the one that's gonna resurrect people in the future because he's seeing visions on the fire. He's getting to hang out with all these Brotherhood without banners, and he always make comments about, oh, I end up with these fire people. Oh, what are the chances? Blah blah blah.
So Barrett gives him the power that he had, and he does it.
Yes, and he's gonna be like a fire priest. And for Clegane,
Go, keep going, Simon. All right.
For Clegane, I think Arya and the Hound are gonna team up to defeat the Mountain. Because that was a little foreshadow.
Yeah, I thought maybe I think Brienne and the Hound could possibly be a thing, but I like that too because they set up like the Mountain is going to be really hard to kill. Someone's going to die during that, I think, right? Or get really badly hurt.
Yeah, so go for the heart type of thing. Yeah.
So but least favorite house also Simon.
Oh.
Not least favorite, like which one you don't care about.
I don't know that many houses.
Our character that you don't give a shit about. I don't know.
Character that I don't care about? Hot Pie, maybe? No, he's cool.
Shame! You take that back!
Oh, Simon.
Okay, I'll take that back. Qyburn. I don't like Qyburn.
There's going to be a lot of shame bells here. Hot Pie is sweet. Gemma, you didn't like to hear that Hot Pie from Simon then.
No, I love hot pie. Who doesn't love hot pie? It's hot pie for God's
Let's
sake.
not forget that Hot Pie was an absolute douchebag the first time you met Arya.
True.
But
Mary Berry doesn't like Hot Pie.
Did you see the direwolf he baked? I mean,
he got better.
The question was the house I care the least about. House Frey, obviously.
Oh, amen to that.
Yeah.
House Frey.
You're not shaming me, Kyle, with that stupid soundboard.
There was bile in that.
Vitriol. We'll go with that.
Shame.
Yeah, I have the soundboard right beside me, Gemma. Sanrixian, what are your thoughts? Like these. I mean, Walder Frey.
The phrase, like literally every time the phrase are on screen, I'm like, oh, and
like you know what's crazy?
I love Walder Frey. I dated guys like Walder Frey.
Because my second.
I was searching for your gift that I'm going to be getting you. Well, I got you a gift for Crown of Thrones. But anyways, when I was shopping, okay, I'm not going to say where I was shopping. There was House Frey gear. Who the hell supports any House Frey t-shirts?
I was literally
like, are you kidding? Like who's going to wear this shit?
I know somebody.
I want one now.
Greg, the guy that played Rhaegar last year in Dallas, he was wearing a Frey t-shirt. I thought it was hilarious.
It was really funny. He was
like, I was astounded. I was like, I wanted to like downvote this site because of it.
I was thinking about my socks that I've gotten from Target when you where when the question was raised, because there's a pair of socks I don't ever wear, and that's the Martells, and I feel really bad saying that.
Yeah, it shows.
Is that show Martells or book Martells?
Show.
Okay. make that clarification.
The sand people?
Oh,
yes, yes. As Helen would call them, yeah, the sand people.
Yeah,
wow.
all the younglings got killed.
You know, all the younglings, yeah. All the younglings did.
In the water gardens. It's totally canon. It's how
So
it happened.
90% of the chat is House Frey. Manderleys, John Haymaker says the Manderleys.
Whoa, John Haymaker, way out of line.
Damn.
No.
You refuse
the Manderleys are awesome.
Like the Glovers, okay, I get the Glovers. Like,
I get the Glovers.
but the Manderleys?
No.
No, the Manderleys are awesome.
Umber, people are saying Umber in the chat.
But
I get it. I get the Umbers, the Boltons. I get it. I get a lot of these houses, but mine is House Florent. I could give a shit that.
But they've got a cute fox. the sigil's really cute.
Jesus.
Gemma hates on the soundboard, but she goes on about a goddamn fox.
Well, I like the fox too. And
yeah. Thank you.
Gemma, help me out. What's the one with the 3 legs? The like Triskel? I think it's Isle of Faces or something like that. It's like the 3 little spinning legs. I like that one just because it's 3 legs.
Yes, yeah, no, the 3 sexy maiden legs.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's the best. Like, come on.
That's got to be an homage from George R.R. Martin to the Rockettes. Dan Carroll, I hope you're watching today because there's your Rockettes reference for you. That's got to be directly correlated to the Rockettes.
Oh, God.
The poor Martells were done dirty on the show. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
They were done way dirty on the show. I think on that we all agree.
Courtney Matza says, I have a Ramsey Bolton brand dog food shirt.
I saw that. That's a great shirt for me.
See, those are like satirical in nature, so they're good. It's like, okay, like, you know, Ramsey died by getting eaten by a dog in the show.
Blackfire, a song of hype, is saying Lord Walder is the most honorable man in the Riverlands and North.
That is a
Preston, you've been supporting the channel for a long time, but I'm tempted to time you out for that. Just for saying Walder Frey is the most honorable. Get out of here,
Walder Frey is 400 years old.
I'm removing your goddamn wrench as a mod for that. Wow, that's rude.
Who was that?
That was Preston, Blackfire song of.
Oh wow. Okay, I missed that.
What about you, Kyle?
House Frey. Walder Frey, that shithead, and he's a creep. He's like 78 and he's banging like super young girls.
I like the phrase in the story. I mean, I hate them, but they're made to be hated.
Yeah.
But you could write the Greyjoys right out. I do not give a crap about anything going on with them whatsoever.
Is that fireworks in the back? Are you fireworks?
They're like a giant parasite just stuck onto this to give some people who like Viking kind of people something. And it's like
ships.
What a bunch of crap.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love you, George. I said that in the last stream and I was shame belled for it.
Well, you got
don't make me do it again.
Same with the Tullys, like literally, I mean, Blackfish, okay, he was cool. But then the Tullys, they're useless. Like, go away.
Yeah.
Right.
So chat has pretty much come to a consensus and agree with Gemma's first statement that the phrase are deplorable in all forms. I mean, breaking guests right like that's a pretty big deal.
Tubbs just asked in the chat, how do all these old bastards have kids in Westeros without Viagra? Fermented crab. It's fermented crab that Davos is smuggling in. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, fermented crab. That's hilarious.
Or the oysters from Arya.
And cockles.
Oysters, clams, and cockles. I want to do some more shout outs while we got 140 people watching. Thank you. We got 100 likes and no dislikes, so that's really awesome. Really appreciate that. We have Liz Kopich, Maria Samuels, Prince That Wasn't Promised, Ellen King. We have Urtach in chat, Courtney Matza, Raised the Albas in chat. He was couldn't be able to join us tonight, but he's here in spirit with us in the chat. Turbo Magic, we have John Haymaker, Marvin Martin, Ellie Hudson, Andy Burnett, one of the patrons of the channel. We have a girl named Jazz, Tubbs, King Cat, Phil H, Sontavia Major, Fearless Mermaid, so many awesome people. And of course, thank you to all the mods. Man, we've had so many awesome mods on this channel. Still do
we have mainly mods, so
yeah, you see like 40, we have like 40 mods on the channel. So you know, we try to keep it clean, but thank you so much for supporting the channel, all the awesome mods and helping out and always keeping the chats clean. You know, we get a troll every now and then, but we're pretty good. Gemma, do you have a question for the panel or something like a story that we could talk about? Like, let's do some story time. Let's do some fun story time because we all have fun interactions together. We're all friends, and I think we got some things to talk about.
Yeah, what are they?
This is what I have to deal with.
Savage.
Daily basis
Savage.
trolling. I tell you.
I mean, since day one, when this weird guy just would not stop messaging me and kept banging on about collaborations, and I thought, fine, I'll do it.
Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me?
And before Kyle, you would never have seen me doing this on a live stream. That was never my intention. It took me about 3 months to talk on a video, quite literally. Without Kyle, I wouldn't have gone to Dallas. I wouldn't have met you guys, George and Sam and Simon and JR. I wouldn't know Helen either. I wouldn't be part of this community without Kyle. So thank you. You're a dick, but thank you.
was that like a Star-Lord nod to the kind of Tony Stark thing? Yeah, your plan sucks, but my plan's awesome. So you're
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And you do put up with some serious. I mean, I literally put aside half an hour every day for some hard Kyle trolling.
Yeah, it usually happens every day. Mama Ogre, you can unhide Stay York. That wasn't a bad comment. Everything's pretty chill right now. Yeah, thank you, GeekChat. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, Simon. So I got to stay with you in Houston. We've had many adventures. You came to Con of Thrones last year. I reached out. Well, I think we met through Amino. I found you guys on Amino. I was like, your guys' art is sick.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was way back in the day.
Like there's an Amino app where people could, it's like kind of like a message board where you can post your theories and stuff like that. That's where we met, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
So just like, I don't know, man, just kind of, we've had some adventures too. We've had some interesting times, definitely.
Yeah, ups and downs like every other friendship, but we're still friends, so that's good. That's
we're
good.
still friends. When we go to IHOP at 2 in the morning to eat.
Ooh, dude, yeah, good times.
Yeah, we went to IHOP like 5 times when I was in Houston. That was, or whatever.
We ate tacos too, dude. That was a great night.
Yeah, one night. So one night in Houston, I was staying with. I ended up staying with Simon and Pedro and Emmanuel and their sister for like, it was like 5 weeks or something. It was cool. And then we went out for tacos one night. Simon was like, yeah, we only need like a couple tacos each. I got like 30 tacos. I'm like, screw it. And this taco place was authentic. They had carnitas and they had carne asada, and we literally everything. We ate until we couldn't move. We got like almost sick because we ate so many tacos. So that was one of the kind of cool adventures. And then Simon, when I went to Houston, he taught me how to make better thumbnails for the channel. So Simon is the mastermind to making the channel look better because I'm a novice at all of this other shit. Simon is like the master who taught me how to do all of this stuff. So
and you're doing pretty good now, Kyle. I'm
pretty
so proud,
good.
Man.
Oh wow, thanks. So Simon's kind of the mastermind behind the leveling up of the channel, so to speak. JR. So JR, we met at Con of Thrones last year.
We did.
I don't know what story to tell.
Last year, or was it 2 years ago?
No, he came to last year.
It was last year. Yeah, Dallas.
Yeah, he was. Me and you met at the Nashville one, George, but JR came to the one last year. So we have a few stories. We've already told the one about the ghetto liquor store. I don't know.
The ghetto liquor store. The underpass liquor store.
I don't know if we should talk about that one necessarily. But I don't know. You pick a story. It's up to you.
A story that involves all of us. So at the suite, you running around playing hostess and Gemma in a deep conversation, bashing all of season 7 that went on for 4 hours
4
straight.
hours.
And you would circle back around, and Kyle would be like, "Oh my God, you're still talking about this." Meanwhile, George, myself, and Quinn are talking about Dune for about the same amount of time. And Kyle walks by us, is like, "You guys are still talking about Dune?" We're like, "Yeah."
So context behind this: me and Gemma stayed together last Con of Thrones. And all of you made this possible, made so many generous donations to Gemma's GoFundMe and mine, and we got a suite. And we decided that we wanted to bring community people together. We talked about this. And so we had our little room, but we had a little living room and where people could come. So History of Westeros was there. We had people from Burlington Bar, JR. We had King McKay was up there from New Zealand. He came. Yep. Simon from Blaze Manga. Oh,
the
my
guys
God.
from the coin.
The Shire Mint.
Shire Mint people.
Shire Post Mint.
Yeah.
There was literally there's so many different Quinn from Ideas of Ice and Fire. San Rixie was there. James from
Dust on the Throne.
James from Dust on the Throne. Lucifer Means Lightbringer and his wife. Ashaya. Phil the Issues Guy. There was we literally just got everyone together and we hung out and just had a party. I think it was was this Saturday night or was this? It was Saturday night, right?
Yeah,
it was every night.
Every night. Yeah, and smoking Cuban cigars on the
Carol Brown.
outside.
Carol Brown bought Cuban cigars from Cuba, 6 really huge ones, and we smoked them on the balcony, and it was so awesome. So JR, that was your favorite moment, I guess. All of us is partying together.
Everybody. Well, in case you don't know how to have a nerd party, it's basically talking about everything geeky that you love while you're drinking.
Oh, Con Snow too.
Oh yeah,
Zach.
And Gregory Bosco, who dressed up as Rhaegar. We had a bunch of cosplayers there too. Bobby Ruth, who had the Black Panther Jon Snow one, that was dope. He was there.
Yeah.
Con Snow.
Yeah, Con Snow. And it was cool because you would bounce around and have different conversations, and everybody me and George were talking about Star Wars because I passed out during Solo when we went to let's talk about this one. So the night that George flies in with Angie, me and Gemma meet up with George, and me and Gemma have been drinking in the sun all day. It was so hot. I was dying the humidity, and me and Gemma are both pretty much gingers. Or whatever you want to say about my hair and my look. But I got really drunk, I won't lie, and I fell asleep. I had this big bowl of popcorn for Solo, and I fell asleep with my hand in the butter this giant bowl of popcorn during Solo. I only watched half an hour of the movie. And then I put it in my eyes, and my face was I had this huge allergic reaction, and my face was swollen. Okay. Hey George, we went to go see Solo, and it was really bad. I was I thought I was gonna die.
I was wearing my Solo outfit for that one.
You were. We were really sympathetic about the facial swelling. We weren't laughing a lot or anything
at all.
No,
at all.
No.
They were making fun of me so hard. Actually, someone in the hallway asked if I was okay. I'm yeah, I'm just an idiot. I'm I'm drunk, and I put my butter from the popcorn and salt in my eye.
Well, Superman has kryptonite. Kyle has butter. I mean,
this is a big plug for an Alamo Filmhouse popcorn. Look what it can do to Kyle.
And you can drink at the movie theater. This isn't a thing in Canada, okay? So we were having drinks and food, and it was but it was George's fault because he encouraged me to drink at dinner, and that was.
Can I just point out that I drank as much as you at that point, and I wasn't the one making a complete fool of myself.
Well, I think it was within the time of us showing up and getting to the theater. I think I had 2 drinks by the time you guys showed up, and then we all went back. Just kept drinking during the movie, and then we went back.
Oh, we had what's his name? Pete Easy came to chill with us after.
Right.
Pete Easy.
That's right.
We walked it because we came back and we saw Lucifer Means Lightbringer and Elodia because we were coming to the park, and everybody was getting in that night, right? It's some people were getting all of their suitcases and stuff into their rooms because we stayed on site at the hotel, right? So that was pretty badass. And then Pete Easy, one of them, he was one of my first 500 subscribers. So that was really cool.
Several times Richard Hop.
Oh God!
And then who brought out the giant like 3-gallon bottle of Jägermeister?
Everyone,
Oh,
we
that
got
was
something.
me.
That was me.
Everyone, we got something a little special right now. We have our friend from Turkey, Ertaç Altanay. He's going to pop in for a minute. He's a big part of our community. Ertaç! Ertaç!
Hey, what's up, friend?
What's going on,
Guys,
friend?
I'm doing well, thank you guys. I have some visitors here in my house, so I just wanted to drop by and say hi to you all. Unfortunately, I have to go. They are out of my room, and they are very curious about what I am doing here. So please forgive me. Please forgive me for this time for not joining you guys with this great stream. I only wanted to drop by and say hi because this is an important stream. I know this is the third year, Kyle. An anniversary for your channel. Yes, and I just wanted to be in this stream, so hopefully we will be talking again. Nice to meet you, some of them, some of you guys. I'm just I'm like I know most of you, but we haven't met before yet. I think face to face.
But we got an announcement. Ertaç is going to come on the channel during this season. So, and we're going to discuss some new art pieces that he's doing. So we're really excited about that. So we want to, yes! And me and Ertaç are doing a collaboration on Jaime Lannister. So we don't want to talk about that too much, but Ertaç wanted to pop in. Thank you for coming on, my man.
I thank you, mate. I wish you all the best with the upcoming streams and videos, and thank you guys for accepting me to your stream. Much love to you guys, and all is there for hype. I think. Yes, the season is upcoming in a couple of days, and we are all ready. Much love to you guys. See you next time.
All right, thanks, Ertaç. Thanks, and he's joining us all the way from Turkey. So, and he's got guests over. So he basically Arya Stark ninja'd into the stream, which was
awesome. I just realized that I look terrible. I'm always tired. I'm always so tired, man. I'm drawing at during every night nearly. So I have to look myself better, I think. See you guys next time. I love much I'm terrible with my English when speaking.
It's all good, my man.
Oh, you're doing great, Ertaç.
I love you all. I love you all.
We love you, Ertaç. Give a hand for Ertaç, everyone.
See you next time. Bye.
We have all the best artists on the channel. Sanrixian, Blaze Manga, Ertaç, Helen. She's an artist in drinking.
Game recognizes game.
Thanks, everyone.
People in glass houses, right?
Pardon me?
People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, calling Helen an alcoholic. Really? Have you seen you right now?
No, Helen, I'm not. Wow. Helen knows I love it. Helen trolls me just as much as Gemma. So if I can get a shot in once in a while, if I can have small victories with you savage ladies, my God. Do you know how many losses I take, chat? I take a lot of losses.
We were put here to troll you, Kyle. That is our only mission in life.
It's true.
Anyways, let's get back to the conversation. I sent Ertaç said he wanted to pop in, so I wanted to do that. And a lot of people haven't seen Ertaç before, and he's just like the nicest guy. So, all right,
amazing.
Ertaç, you're the best. Okay, where should we go next? Somebody's taking over the panel. I have to go pee. Make sure that. Oh God, I know it's gonna go downhill, but I'll be back in just a moment. Look at Gemma. Oh God. I'll be back.
So he says.
He's not going to want to come back after this. All right, everybody, let's go. Dirt, lightning round.
Dirt?
Dirt on who?
On the birthday stream, boy, of course.
Oh, Let me think.
Something funny that Kyle doesn't want known. Like we've already got the tub of butter story. We've got the let's talk to everybody in the ghetto at the liquor store under an overpass in Dallas story. What other funny Kyle stories are there?
Well, the thing is, we've told them all because we don't care if it's embarrassing.
I know. I was thinking somebody had maybe just one more.
He nearly killed Con Snow. That was
That's
funny.
right. He tried to kill Zach.
He did try to kill Zach.
Go on.
He gave him this drink called Hypnotic, and he didn't tell Zach that Hypnotic was alcoholic. So Zach mixed it with vodka and drank a lot of it. It didn't pan out very well.
I think it's actually pronounced hypnotique.
Oh,
Hypnotique.
okay.
It's a
okay.
Q on
in
it.
English, it's hypnotic.
Oh, that's not. We drink it with one finger out here. It's the classic.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently, yeah, it's not a mixer.
No, well, it could be, but
so there you go. That's all right.
Everything can be a mixer. I mean,
Yeah, if you try hard enough, if you think about it and you dream big enough, everything's a mixer. I mean, like Malibu for me was no longer a mixer for a certain time.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. There's that day. Like I remember when I was first in college, and like my friend was like, "Oh, you want some tequila?" And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds great." And I had some. I never had it before, and I revisited it about an hour later. So I had way too much of it too fast, and I couldn't even smell that stuff for like 3 years afterwards without not feeling woozy.
I did that with Malibu. Blech.
I can't do Kahlua.
Really, Kahlua?
Yeah. I didn't
Interesting.
understand you were supposed to mix it with stuff, so I took it as a shot right after I had it.
Ooh.
Right?
You know what's really good is my aunt makes homemade Baileys. And we have it at Christmas time, and it's so dangerous.
From a shoe.
So I'm Oh, Greg!
Wow, is that shit?
You can't even shame him for that. That was hilarious.
Yeah, no, that was really good. I do want to shout out a couple people right now. I want to shout out Christina Schlegel and Moro Lee. I don't believe I seen them in chat, but they've made some generous donations to the GoFundMe. And thank you very much for that. So if you do see this later and you're popping in, I really, really appreciate it. So what were you guys discussing when I was gone?
Baking. We're talking about baking and how you get a really good fondant to lay out on a cake, like what the proper way to do it is.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, these messages that are getting hidden in chat are not bad at all. We're chill tonight. Just relax.
She might be on her phone or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's got to be Mama Ogre. Must be on her phone because that's it. Yeah.
Anyways, let's. So
how do you unhide?
I just did it.
Thank you.
Okay. JR is on it. So are all of us on the Avengers Endgame train? Are we all excited for that? Is everyone going to be watching that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start off with that because Simon, you make.
I gotta change my costume then.
So everybody, like I said earlier, all the links are in the description of the video for all of these awesome people. All of them do content in some sort of way or are part of some geek fandom. Of course, this family, but also other awesome communities in their own communities. Simon, you do like as you can see behind Simon, he does amazing prints for Avengers Endgame. And Simon, we actually have an announcement for Game of Thrones season 8 as far as the Game of Thrones stuff you have. So we got a special little
discount code.
Yeah, discount code for the friends of the channel. So let's talk about that, Simon.
So yeah, for everybody that's friend of the channel that follows Kyle, you can just have this discount code. What was it called, Kyle? Hype.
Yeah, it was hype love.
Hype love. Yes, hype love.
So
you get a 10% discount on all of the prints here. We have Game of Thrones, Avengers, Spider-Man, Kingdom Hearts, Deadpool. The Deadpools are really, really
Bob
popular.
Ross Deadpool.
Bob
Which
Ross
was my favorite
Deadpool.
one that you guys did. That was awesome.
Thank you. And we have a new one with Deadpool and Pikachu together. So
cool.
Yes.
let's check that one out.
It's going to be the best movie of all time.
Yes.
I already have tickets for it.
And
Seriously.
and can I say if you're a Patreon for Kyle, you get another discount code.
Woo!
But that's secret just for Patreon.
So yeah, so that's something that we're gonna do. And you guys are gonna be doing new art pieces for Game of Thrones season 8, just like Urtach will be doing. So Hype and Love for Hype Love, HYPELOVE, and you can find the link to their Etsy page in the description of this video, and you'll find all sorts of awesome stuff there. And we're going to be doing the new Azora Hype art t-shirt once Teespring fixes that for me. So thanks for that, Simon. Anything, so what are you going to be, is there anything that you're going to be drawing that you could preview for us for Game of Thrones season 8 you can kind of give us a look at?
Yes, I don't have anything to show yet.
That's okay, this is a preview.
But me and Pedro, we're thinking about doing a Jaime piece.
Ooh.
With the Stark, I mean, not the Stark, the Lannister armor, because he looks so cool in that armor.
Yeah.
And we're doing a Arya piece with spoilers, Nymeria.
Ooh. A super pack?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're thinking about doing either a Cersei or a Sansa piece. I don't know, maybe both. Well, we'll see if we have time to do both, but either a Cersei with the mountain or Sansa with Brienne of Stark.
Helen, Cersei, you're a fan of Cersei. Are you going to dress up as Cersei? Helen's coming to Con of Thrones, everyone. We're super excited about it. Is everyone on this panel coming to Con of Thrones? I think, George, are you coming to Con of Thrones, or is that like, working on it? Okay, George on it. Helen's coming to Con of Thrones, and she's vowed to dress up as Cersei Lannister.
No.
Yes.
I will if you will.
Oh.
You will dress up as Cersei. Then I'll come as Jaime.
Oh, that'd be hot.
Yeah.
I was dressing up as Jaime.
Oh, triangle.
So Helen, I know you work today and you've driven. Are you still good for a little bit longer, or did you have to take off?
Do you want me to leave? Okay, bye.
No. I checked the message in the side. Anyways, Helen, Game of Thrones season 8, episode 1. Can you give us a prediction of something that we're going to see, something that you're excited for in Game of Thrones season 8, episode 1?
Episode 1. I just want all the Winterfell reunions happening. I don't want anybody to be on their way for one episode or whatever. Just arrive and do the reunion. Please don't travel somewhere.
So there's going to be big reunions for sure in Game of Thrones season 8, episode 1. And Helen, you're actually dropping, you have a Lord of the Rings video that you're going to be dropping on your channel soon as well, I believe.
Yeah, I have some ready, but the thing is, I don't want to drop them now because I think it's stupid. We have Star Wars, we have Marvel, we have Game of Thrones. I will drop them after Game of Thrones ended. So in, what's that, like 6 weeks?
Yeah, because she sent me all the slides and stuff that she'd been working on, and it's badass. So selfishly, I want the video to release now so I can take a look at it, obviously, with everyone else. But okay, that's cool. That makes sense because all the hype is around the other stuff right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're like in the end game. See what I did there? And and all I care about is just give me like the juiciest bits of the story. I don't care about Missandei and Grey Worm right now. I don't care about traveling. I don't care about watching people eat unless they're talking about something super important.
Not even the Hound and Arya eating together?
No, they'd be talking about something important, so that's good. But all this other stuff, there's only approximately, let's say 9 hours of programming left.
I think it's
maybe
8.5.
8.5. Don't show them riding from wherever on the King's Road. Don't give me another Ed Sheeran song. Don't need it. Does not make
you
that's so sad.
So George, you don't want any more Gilly reading scenes? Come on, those are great.
Oh,
I know. Yes.
But no, that was actually a plot point.
That was important. Yeah.
I don't mind that because it informed us of something, and it got what's his name cured to grayscale. So I'm down with it. And that's important. But but nothing to do with Missandei and Grey Worm. Just don't even put them on the screen. They're useless.
Same with the water people.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
F them.
Except for the water people have to bring the Golden Company from Essos. The water people have to attempt to rescue other water people. There's a lot of water people stuff that's going to happen.
In Defense of Water People by JR.
Sanrixian, also we got you're going to Ice and Fire Con, and you're also coming to Conthrones, but you got 2 new awesome t-shirts, and you're doing 2 for 40 deal right now. So that's pretty awesome. So you got a Stannis t-shirt, which is badass, and she's got a Night's Watch t-shirt. So you can check out I know it's actually, I think Andy Burnett got one the other day. I know a few of the Hype and Love family messaged me and said that got some. So
yeah, thank you.
So you're kind of working on some new prints and stuff too, right?
Yeah, I have a couple prints I'm going to drop for Ice and Fire Con, and I'll be selling shirts and prints and stickers there. And I don't sell at Con of Thrones, I just go to enjoy it. And I enjoy it so much. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited that, George, hopefully you can get there, that all of us are going to be there. Like Helen being there too. Like, oh my God. Like, I just can't imagine the chaos.
This is going to be the sickest reunion ever. Like, we're getting the band back together.
Like, I'm excited to see everyone, but I'm super excited to party with Helen because, like, I just like my expectations of how.
No, I mean, we are doing our unicorn onesie party, right?
What?
Oh my God.
I thought you realize we agreed to that last year.
Yeah,
I don't remember
party.
this.
Yeah,
it was the Skagosi party.
Yeah, if I go, I have to have a Skagosi unicorn onesie. That was the deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was totally talked about, and I totally remember this.
I remember this conversation.
By the way, everyone, we are 48.5 hours until Game of Thrones Season 8.
Yes!
Clicking ball. So we're getting really close. We're all getting super excited. I don't even know where to go with the panel anymore. I'm just so excited that everyone is here.
This is my Ronin jacket I got.
That looks super nice, man.
I like it.
Oh,
does it have thummies in it? Fuck yes. Oh, I still want one.
So, Gemma, let's talk some Avengers Endgame. Let's talk some It's going to be 3 hours long, which is, I mean,
yes.
And we're getting it on this same weekend as the Battle of Winterfell, which happens to also be JR's birthday weekend. And then your birthday weekend is like literally like 10 days later or something. No, wait, no, it's like 3 weeks later.
30 days later.
Yeah, 30 days. Sorry, 30 days later. My bad. But
I'm
like
that on Thursday. I'm not seeing that on Sunday.
I'm going on Thursday as well. But Gemma, we've been talking about Endgame. How hyped are you for that?
What's really awesome is I'm going to see it before any of you guys. because we're in the future in England.
What
so
day
I'll
are you,
get
what day are you
hours
seeing it
before.
on? What day?
I'm seeing it at midnight on Thursday.
Then I'm seeing it at the same time you are.
1 minute past 12.
I'm literally seeing it at the same time you are because I'm seeing it.
That's awesome.
I
but
see
that will still be Wednesday for the majority of for all of America.
They're showing it on Thursday. They're showing it on Wednesday night for you guys.
No, technically it's Thursday morning because it's 1 minute past midnight.
Oh, no, the earliest show you can get here is 5 o'clock on Thursday.
I'm lucky. So I am watching it before all of you.
I thought you were seeing it at midnight.
I'm not answering a single text from Gemma.
No spoilers.
I'm not answering a single one of them.
Just remember, I'm an hour ahead of you, Gemma.
She's like, have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet? I want to
discuss
it.
I will.
Have you watched it yet? Just like, are we there yet? If you're on a trip, if you're a kid,
I will turn my phone
exactly like Gemma.
I would all of you guys need to put me on mute for that.
I got 17 messages last time when she saw it before me for the Infinity War.
Which is what I've been reading up on. I've obviously been chilling out and what have you in anticipation of Game of Thrones Season 8. So I've been revisiting the comic books just to see if I could glean any more hints or anything. But yeah, super excited. And please stop shipping Captain Marvel and Thor. Please.
I want to shout out someone in the chat, a good friend of mine, Christina Green. It's so nice to see you. It's been forever. She was one of the first people I connected with in the community. So nice seeing you, Christine. It's like nice to see like people from like the first year that have been there since the start, and people that are new that are just like kind of like just figuring out that we do live streams and stuff. So that makes me so happy. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so Avengers Endgame, 3 hours long, Simon. I know you'll be doing a ton of art. JR, we'll get to you next. I know you have some thoughts about you specifically told me about Iron Man, Captain America, and Tony fighting Thanos together, which I got to talk to you about that. But Simon, what are you most looking forward to?
Everything. I want to see where the story goes. I want to see awesome fights that we are gonna get. I imagine we're gonna get a fight with all of the Avengers alive and dead versus Thanos' army at some point, like all of the 30 Avengers. So I can't wait for that.
So people getting unsnapped and coming back from the Soul Stone.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get snapped, but not at the end. A little before the end. So we're gonna get all of the Avengers, and we're gonna hear Cap saying finally, "Avengers assemble," and all of them assemble, and
well, it's gonna be the new ones too.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, one of them has to be Monica Rambeau.
Are we getting her in this movie?
Has to be.
That's Photon.
Well,
right?
no, now she was Captain Marvel to begin with, and that's the only way I'll ever think of her. But
also, what's it called? Hawkeye's daughter. They're doing a Hawkeye series apparently.
Ant-Man's Ant-Man's daughter too.
Yeah. So they're teasing like the next kind of generation.
The new Avengers.
There's going to be a 10-year jump somewhere in it.
At some point. Yeah, this movie's going to be crazy. I can tell already.
JR. Sorry, go ahead, Simon.
No, yeah. I'm looking forward to all that. I'm looking forward to see what Ant-Man does, because the way I see this movie happening, I will get to the Ant-Man talk in a second.
I've been posting memes about that lately. Like the word Paul Rudd does the selfie, feeling cute, might jump up Thanos' arsehole later. Yeah. And then there's another one where it's like, there's so many memes with the Ant-Man expanding into Thanos' ass. And that's
come on,
that's the best.
Okay,
they did pictures of it themselves. I mean, they're totally playing along with it.
But before we get to that part, that's the finale, of course. I think the Avengers are gonna go and try to, based on the clip they released the other day, they're gonna try to go fight Thanos with Captain Marvel and everything, and they're gonna get owned. Like they're gonna get owned badly by Thanos.
Thanos has got that double-edged blade.
Yeah. And I think Captain Marvel is south in the first act of the movie.
Oh, I think she's gonna get iced. I think Thor's gonna get iced. I think Thanos is just gonna go right through most of them, and then it's gonna be all the people who have no powers are gonna use the Time Stone, or they're gonna go into the quantum realm, and it's gonna be all the Avengers with no superpowers. Mark my word.
Crazy. That's a good
one.
Not
even Hulk. Not even Bruce Banner.
No, you're right. He has an Avenger. He has a quantum suit, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Before we move on, everyone, Helen has had a super long day. She has decided to take up on the offer of getting some rest. She's been working
in the towel.
It's like 3 a.m. for Helen. So for her to even come, is a huge deal. So Helen, we love you. Thank you. But a final kind of outro. You're excited about Star Wars. Any final thoughts before leaving?
No.
You kill me. Like anybody, like nobody can make me laugh more than Helen. I
just wanted to think about something clever. The Emperor said, "You have done well, my apprentice."
Wait! I have a good story about that. When I went to San Jose Con and the Comic Con, and I was dressed in my Imperial uniform, the one I like to wear. I got a photo op with him, and as I walk up to him, he looks at me and he's like, "I see you still serve me," and I'm like, "I so do."
Oh God, that's epic.
He totally shifted into the voice, and he's like, "I see you still serve me," and I'm like, "Yes, I do."
Thank you so much, Helen, and get ready. Get ready. Game of Thrones on Sunday.
Congrats, 3 years, Kyle. That's literally an achievement. I could never do what you guys are doing. I said it yesterday. I'm so glad I have my normal, boring 9-to-5 job. You guys rock, and keep going. 30 more to come. Easy.
Woo! Yeah, I mean, I survived this long, so knock on wood. We'll see. I just need to move somewhere warmer. I can't do any more winters. But thank you so much, Helen.
Kyle, I'm telling you, move here, man.
Yeah, well, I got to make more money to do that. We'll see what happens. Thanks, Helen. And we'll see Helen later. So we got the rest of the panel here. It's 8:37 p.m. We're going for almost 2 hours. we're gonna go for another 10 minutes here. We're gonna wrap it up because it is getting late for Gemma too. But JR, Dare must have forgot the conversation we had. It's okay. We were talking about some Avengers Endgame stuff, but I'm just gonna re-ask you the question. What are you most excited for? I was talking to you about Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor taking on Thanos together. But what are you most excited to see in Avengers Endgame?
To everybody fully realize and understand that it was absolutely Star-Lord's fault.
Oh, J.R. Rowley.
Shame Bell. Shame Bell.
Shame. Kyle,
Shame.
use the soundboard.
Shame.
Shame.
Oh,
No,
now
I'm not
she
going
wants
to.
the soundboard. Now she wants the soundboard, Kyle. I think not.
No, you're not getting it, Gemma, because JR's troll of you is totally warranted. And JR, honestly, you know what? I'm going to give you an air horn for that.
Clugging bowl.
Yeah,
what am I looking forward to most? I remember part of that conversation, but this is the problem when you have a couple of TBIs. You don't remember what all we talked about. So I actually don't remember what all we talked about in that conversation, but I was really excited about it. I kind of remember it.
Sometimes we have conversations at like 3 a.m.
Right. That's the other part of the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
But Thanos and Iron Man, Thanos, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, all going at it. I don't think they walk away from that one. I mean, that's kind of what George and Simon were kind of alluding to. I don't think they walk away from that one.
The original Avengers, there's very few of them. They die to get everybody unsnapped, essentially. Yeah.
Well, no. Only one of them's going to die to get everybody unsnapped.
And that's Captain America, in my opinion.
Captain America. Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Really?
I'm cheating though. So.
San Rixie, and I see you nodding your head there. So Captain America being a sacrifice for. I mean, they teased him using Mjolnir, and if there's going to be some sort of time element to this movie, Cap using Mjolnir against fucking Thanos,
that'd be great. I mean, he is worthy, and that would
Mjolnir's broken, guys. It's gone.
Yeah, but if they go to another, like the timeline shift, right? Like if they.
No, that's when Beta Ray Bill shows up.
Oh, I wish if they brought Beta Ray Bill in, I would be so stoked.
There are like
oh my god!
people.
At least we would have a reason for having Stormbreaker in here,
right?
There are like 5 people on the planet who know who Beta Ray Bill is, and like half of them are in this chat. I feel like I said that to you like a couple days ago on Twitter, Kyle.
I love Beta Ray Bill.
He's awesome.
Actually, me and Stan Rickson actually talked about Thor Ragnarok the other day.
Oh yeah, a lot of people didn't realize that Beta Ray Bill was on the side of the Grand Master's tower. He was one of the gladiators on the tower. I was like, oh my god, that's great.
Like the Mount Vernon, like the Mount Vernon kind of tower.
Mount Vernon?
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Mount Vernon is where George Washington had a house.
Mount Vernon.
Mount Rushmore. Sorry, I'm Canadian. I don't know all these American things.
Obviously.
Mount Vernon is the Canadian spin-off of Mount Rushmore, right?
No, Mount Vernon is where George Washington's farm was.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here is
Gemma grew up there.
Gemma's got big yawns. It's late for Gemma.
Squirrel Girl's gonna be on a show, Liz.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a final tinfoil thought for Game of Thrones season 8. We're gonna wrap it up, and one kind of final bang to end this panel tonight. And thank you everyone in the chat for joining in the panel, for joining me. We're gonna start off with Gemma, and then we're gonna go through the panel, and then we're gonna do our kind of outro. So Gemma, are you still alive?
I am. Sorry, I was texting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gemma, 1 second.
Wow. Oh, so I get a shame for texting. But
Go ahead.
JR doesn't get one for calling out Star-Lord. This is outrageous.
Go ahead.
I don't know. It's different. We've discussed this so many times, haven't we? We've gone over and over. I'm out. No more predictions. I just want to see it now. I just want to watch it. I want to see it. I want new material. As soon as I've got that, I will get my teeth into the hell out of that. But right now, I'm kind of done rehashing, you know?
Yeah.
I was talking to Gemma today, actually, and someone messaged me. They're like, where have you been for the past 3 days? I'm like, do you know that we're literally going to have no days off for the next like 60 days? Like, I'm going to die. Like, I'm like, Simon's going to be helping me edit videos so I don't die during the season. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be like just absolutely insane, everyone. Like, the life of a YouTuber during a season of Game of Thrones is like sleep. What is that? Okay. So I'm kind of on the same page with Gemma. We chatted about everything. Simon.
Yes.
So kind of final, like one final thing about Game of Thrones season 8.
It's going to be great. I can't wait. Especially the last 4 episodes. They're going to be like movies. We're going to have a nice movie every Sunday for 6 weeks.
Yeah, just an easy matinee where nobody dies. It'll be great.
Predictions? I don't know. I don't want to predict that much.
Okay. Here's a better question for the panel. Season 8 will live up to expectations.
Expectations. Oh, it's gonna be great. We're gonna have a satisfying ending. Hopefully it's gonna be bittersweet. Like it's gonna touch us in the heart, like in so many ways. But we're gonna be happy at the end, or satisfied with what happens.
It'll be so epic that we're left like, okay, this was worth.
It was worth like all these years. Yeah.
Okay, I can get on with that. Sanrixian, is it gonna live up to expectations?
I think we're all gonna have crying moments and screaming moments and joyful moments. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited to just experience this with you guys. But I'm kind of on the same boat with Gemma. I'm just ready for it to be here.
Yeah.
Like, come on, is it Sunday already? Like 2 more sleeps.
That's why I haven't done videos for the past few days. I'm like, I think I've said what I've needed to say, you know, for the most part. And during the season, it's like I'm gonna be like doing so many videos. It's gonna be like,
I know. My head's gonna explode. It's just giving me anxiety at this point. I'm like, come on, I'm ready.
Oh, we have Maura Lee who just showed up in the chat. Happy 30-year anniversary, my friend. You are the best. We gotta do a little. I have to dance for Maura Lee, everyone. We gotta do a little dancing. This is the shovel. Thank you so much, Maura Lee. J.R. Rowley. I'm gonna be joining you as Weekend News as your co-host for the next 7 or 8
weeks, 6 weeks, 9, 10 weeks. Whatever we figure out for that. I'm just ready for it, man. We're going to talk about it a bit on Sunday on Geekend News. We're going to be talking about it tomorrow with the High Fantasy track director from Dragon Con. So this is in her track is Game of Thrones. So we're going to talk about it a bit tomorrow on GeekChat1 on a live stream at 5 Eastern. Looking forward to that one. It'll be an interesting conversation. We already got a bunch of great questions from GeekChat1 on Facebook.
Link is in the description of this video. So with the GeekChat1 links, link to that video tomorrow is with the GeekChat1 links if you guys want to come check it out. How to Dragon Con, basically. High fantasy. All right. So JR, and thank you very much. And then George Sartiano, man. Expectations for season 8. They spent a lot of time on the season, a lot of money. Gonna live up to? Is it gonna be good?
Yeah, it is. No, I mean, just the battle sequences. If they even just try, it's gonna be off the hook. I mean, these episodes are the most expensive TV episodes of all time, and the battle sequences are as big as any feature film in the last 20 or 30 years. So this is, if that's what you're into, if that's what we've been building up to for 7 other seasons, which we have, then I think it's going to pay off. Now, whether or not some of the character stories pay off, I'm a little dubious of that. But as far as the big fight that we've been waiting to see, oh yeah, that's going to throw down.
All right. So thank you everyone for joining in the chat. Now we're going to do our outro here. Gemma, where can everyone find you?
I'm on Secrets of the Citadel on pretty much everything. I'm not very difficult to find if you are so inclined. Thank you for having me on, and congratulations for 3 years. That's an awesome achievement. I'm super proud of you, and thank you for being my friend for pretty much all of that time.
Cheers, Gemma, and don't make me tear up. Simon from Blaze Manga. And by the way, like I said, links in the description of the video. Simon.
Kyle, happy anniversary on YouTube. Thank you for being my friend. And thank you for having me here. It was awesome, man. Had a lot of fun hanging out with all of you. Awesome people. And Kyle, it's a big day for you, man. So I'm pretty proud and pretty happy for you. And it's awesome, dude.
Also, Simon, in the description of this video, there are a lot of people that are going to be going to Con of Thrones. You can check out his Etsy page. Like I said, we have the Hype Love code for all of the subscribers of the channel, 10% off. And then, so HYPELOVE code. If you go to Etsy, the shop, and also a special code for patrons, which I'm going to drop tonight for everyone. So all the patrons of the channel, be on the lookout for that. Simon also has a GoFundMe for Con of Thrones. I put that in the link in the description of the video if you would so be inclined to help him get there. We have Sanrixian.
Yeah, I'm Sanrixian pretty much everywhere. Really easy to find. And yeah, Kyle, congratulations on your 3 years. You're a super awesome person in this community, and you bring out so much positivity. It wouldn't be the same without you, so we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
I know you're going to get many, many more years out of this.
I mean, with all the cool new shows that are coming out and whatnot, we'll keep our fingers crossed that I can. I'm healthy for once, knock on wood. So we'll continue with that vibe. You can find Sanrixian's website, all of that, her Twitter, her social media in the description of the video if you want to go check out her shirts. She's got 2 for $40 deal going on right now. So trust me, I got Sanrixian shirts. They're awesome. Go check those out. We have GeekChat1. He's muted. Okay, no,
there we go.
Oh, he was talking to someone else. Okay, what's up there?
What are we talking about? Oh, I thought we did. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be on.
You got your Patreon up. You have
Patreon is up and running. You can always join the chat in GeekChat1 on Facebook. Yeah, you can always find me under GeekChat1 pretty much anything.
And JR is going to be launching all sorts of awesome shirts and stuff soon. So be on the lookout for that.
And drinkware. So you can drink and geek chat too.
I drink and I geek chat. And then
that's it.
George Sartiano. You've been doing articles on your website. You do movie reviews, which are awesome, George.
Yep, my movie reviews. I usually post them in GeekChat1, but they've also gotten picked up by worldofgeekstuff.com, so you can find all of them there. And it's going to be a busy year for me. I know I'm seeing at least 35 movies off the top of my head, and there's a ton of new shows coming out. So there's going to be a lot of reviews coming your way from me.
And you can find the link to World of Geek in the description of this video. And George's link.
Correct.
Yeah, in George's link section. And yeah, all of us are on GeekChat1. So if you do really kind of want to connect with us, we're all part of the GeekChat1 community. And yeah, come hang out and chat with us there. I think it's fair that we end the stream. Everybody's got to do a little dancing to end the stream, all right? And here we got the Gandalf sax guy music. All right, everyone, let's do a little dance. And that's going to end the stream, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. A little dancing. And we're going to end with the sprinkler. Life and love, everyone. Thanks for joining us.